Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Murders on the Yangtze River. We last left off, we were dealing with our brother's case, and then we keep doing this. We keep stopping right before, like, the end of something, and then we just gotta get sent into the next case over. But I believe this is the last case of the game.
Really?
I believe it would be, right? I think we've done 5 chapters so far, and we're on chapter 6 now, so I think this is the last case, which it seems pretty big, so got multiple crimes going on and little random things occurring, so yeah, I think this might be it.
And we're literally right on the front steps of the guy who probably did it,
Who
so...
exploded our brother. So where we last left off, I think, so Shen got arrested for being the murderer and the thief, and now we're gonna, like, break into a police station or something.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Something along those lines, but let's,
The reporter said, meet me here after nightfall.
It wasn't even her, it was, Fu is like, I got a plan, Dutch. And she went, huh?
Who?
He just moved.
He's gonna use his kooky invention, isn't he?
The listen gooder?
Yeah, he totally is gonna.
I think we see it there right now.
He's gonna use... Yeah, like the sort of telephone thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. The go-go gadget I'm in your walls device.
Look at the nerd.
Fu, why did we bring your invention here? Look at him.
You'll find out soon enough. He's locked in. Holy shit.
You're not planning to break into the police station at night, are you?
No, I'm gonna do that during the day.
No, he's into it. He's gonna...
That's exactly what I have in mind.
Fu,
You got it.
Fu, I don't know about this, man.
He's gonna use the thing as a safe cracking device.
Why was this what we went to? I thought we were gonna prove Shen innocent. Why we break it in?
No, hold on. He's I'm on board. He's cooking.
We're just breaking him out. We're not even gonna solve the case.
This is a common padlock, quite easy to open. Oh yeah, I forgot he was like master lockpicker. And
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not a criminal, I promise.
I just like break it in places.
But Kosin, can you tell me how to get to Sergeant Singh's office? Once I'm inside, I'll need you to keep watch outside.
Oh, this is a bit too risky. Can't you even wait for a day?
I'm afraid of the problems that may be incurred by a delay.
What about the problems of you breaking into the police station?
Don't worry about it.
That's fine. That's
fine.
It's legal. You're in Shanghai. All right. Oh, is this like classic?
We're not out in the boonies anymore.
This is classic
We're
Skyrim.
gonna get actually arrested. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, wait.
There it is.
Wow, well, that was easy. He was right. We're probably gonna have to do that again. I can't imagine they put that minigame in just for this one time.
You have like a countdown, like the men are coming. It just like there's no explanation of who the men are or what they're coming. You need to get this door open now.
Yeah. You unlock the lock and it says master lockpicking increased.
Dun, dun.
Unlocked. The lock is open. All right, Kosin. Then I'll go now. But she didn't agree to this plan.
Why'd you
You're
have-
just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna break into the police station.
I'm gonna commit a
You're gonna be my
crime.
lookout.
If you want in on this, stay right there. If not, unlucky. I don't know what to tell you.
You're in it now. You're officially an accomplice.
Once you're in the sergeant's office, focus on the files related to the shooting case.
Understood. This is a new Fu. I don't like him without Shen. Shen was holding him in.
Oh, we're talking to him on the phone thing?
Oh, is she looking in the window and she's like guiding us through this place?
I feel like that's not very stealthy. Because aren't we going to be like... Isn't there like a wire that's going to go across the floor in here?
No, I think it's like a short-range radio sort of thing. Like, she's speaking directly into the headphones. There isn't a wire. He's wearing the receiver on his back.
Oh yeah, I guess he is. Afu, can you hear me?
测试测试
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4.
3 4
I forgot I turned on the voice acting, because I was curious what they sounded like when we turned that off.
Is it weird to say that Chinese sounds to me like the Captain Olimar's language? Like Pikmin speak?
I was thinking more like fucking EGAD. Shuko shuko. The fucking like noises he
Yeah, that
makes.
too. I mean, have you played Pikmin? They sound like they're speaking the same language.
I mean, yeah, EGAD kind of looks like an Olimar. An Olamese.
He's from the planet Hakotate.
A Hakatator.
I'm pretty sure you just invented a slur.
That's what they are!
You tried telling Olimar that. You'll get Pikmin in your pants.
Me when I said the giant pink Pikmin to explode your testicles. I do love in the Brawl opening when they introduce Olimar, it's completely followed by Captain Falcon murdering a bunch of Pikmin. Not
They're
even like out of
expendable, it's fine.
Not even out of malice, he just went out of his way to slide through them and kill all of them to like stick the landing in front of Olimar. He did it for the edit.
Him, he sticks his head out of his car and goes, "Oh shit, did I just kill those guys?"
I just ran over so many kids, oh my god.
You didn't need those, did you?
Olimar doesn't even like know Captain Falcon like actually kidnaps him in the game, if you recall. Like he just kind of like takes him. Like,
yeah, he throws him in his car and just goes off.
There's no explanation as to even why Captain Falcon is there. He just sees like Donkey Kong on a shuttle. He's like, "We're going, little man," and he grabs him and jumps off a cliff with him. Like Captain Falcon was not in the game prior to that. He just showed up and wanted to save Donkey Kong.
I mean, he's a real one for that. He's
I
ride
do.
or die.
I gotta respect the hustle, yeah.
Yeah.
The sergeant's office is at the end of the corridor. Be careful.
Nobody heard that beep, right?
Beep. It's a bomb. Fine. Okay, it's you.
Finally, I had the chance to meet Shen. How did it end up like this? I feel like this part was entirely your choice.
Man,
he
left me no
refused to
choice.
say what exactly happened. So I have to break into the police station.
It's like he's explaining that to our cop right now.
But he wouldn't tell me anything, so I had to. Stonewu is a suspect in the murder of Shen's brother. Could Shen be seeking revenge? No, he didn't kill him. No. Shen could never be the murderer. I will defend him. I got a theory.
What's that?
The guy that sent the note that definitely wasn't Stonewu to
Obviously,
Shen's hotel was Joseph's father.
Okay.
He wanted to meet to tell him to keep like his investigation quiet, stop investigating, because he was like disrupting this peace. Like nothing to directly tie him to the incident, but just to say like you're stirring a pot that shouldn't be stirred. And Shen did not take kindly to that, so the guy arranged to have him framed for Stonewu's murder.
If you remember, Shen also found something in Stone's office that surprised him before it cut away.
Maybe something tying it to Joseph's dad?
Maybe.
I don't know what that could be. We need to find a way to understand the details of this case. Thank you, Afu. Very cool. If I want to defend Shen, I need to first check the details of Stonewu's case. I don't know what's going on here.
Wait a second. Who is Stonewu? What does he stand for?
I should go back and take another look around the crime scene.
Maybe even the
we
police
didn't get in
station.
there once. The theater is where Shen was arrested. I can go there to check again. We did that already. I could also consider going back to the hotel. Maybe Shen has left me some clues. We did that too.
Maybe I get double again. Oh god, there's policemen in here.
Oh,
Just sitting in the dark.
in a police station. Who would have thought?
I'm not sleeping at all. I didn't sleep well. Is he the guy that got shot? Sergeant Singh personally led the team arresting people and interrogating. No one was allowed to leave the police station. Take a nap, I'll go patrol.
He did it then.
It was him. The guilt is getting to him.
Singh
Oh my god, holy shit.
did it. Oh, he knocked out immediately.
That killed him instantaneously.
What? How tired was he the second that guy was out of his eye line? He was just out like a light.
He had an anime moment, like he's like, yeah, go on ahead, I'll be fine here. And then he just immediately collapsed. Holy shit.
The policeman is asleep.
He's dead.
How did you do that? I need to be quiet so as not to wake him. We need to go slowly to pass by safely. Who am I talking to? Hold shift. or...
Oh,
Hide under the desk. Or behind the chair, I guess.
I'm coming for him.
Solid twink.
I had to, like, follow that dude's, like, up his butt crack. Oh shit, I hit skip. Fuck. Oh well. We did
Well,
it.
I guess we're skipping the stealth action portion.
No, hold on, I'll do it, Jill.
No, we can skip it. It's fine.
No, it's not right. They worked hard on it.
I think you might have went back a little too far. There was a quick save that was right in the middle of the minigame.
Was there? Let me see. Oh, there was.
Yeah.
So right when this guy turns around, I gotta... Booga, booga, booga! Now I'm hidden.
Yeah, now he can't see me. So standing up in that same spot, he can see you, but kneeling a little bit, he can't.
Correct. Oh my god, there's so many sleepy guys.
I mean, they've been working 24 hours ever since the shooting case. They're eepy.
It stole his water. The devious lick. Afu's a menace.
I mean, yeah, he's just like, oh, I'm gonna break into the police station. Oh, that guy's thirsty.
He wants one. Oh shit, he turned around. I thought he was like stuck there. Oh wait, no, we got this.
He's thirsty. He'll get distracted if we pour him some water.
Oh. He's staring at me.
I don't think there's any way to get past this guy without pouring the water, because he probably has a mechanic where he turns around if he hears you move. I'm so thirsty.
Oh, water. I thought I'd finished drinking it. Now I can walk again. I'm healed.
And now he's going to take a piss.
And I'm gonna join him. Oh! Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Okay. The god strat.
Strange photo.
Instantaneously teleporting up the stairs.
There's a cat in a police uniform.
Oh, that's Cece's cat. It's Mr. Whatever.
I got an
Forget his
achievement
name.
for it, for finding the secret cat. Yeah, keep walking, idiot. Keep walking. Booga, booga, booga.
Agile intruder. Yeah, finally here. Next, we need to find the paper with Shen's fingerprints.
We need to forge a document for him.
Some blank notebooks.
We're really hitting every crime, huh? We broke into a police station, we stole a dude's water, and now we're stealing fingerprints from a prisoner and forging documents with it?
Yeah. And we're illegally searching for, like, and probably stealing police documents.
Oh, we're getting the stick.
I think we're getting worse than the stick. I think we're gonna get killed.
That's probably a fair bet.
Like, this isn't the backwoods. This is the city. They don't have sticks here. They just kill you.
Yeah, here they just kind of throw you. They just gonna beat you with rocks.
Let me flip through and see if there's Shen's signature. None.
Better take some of these dollar bills as evidence.
Yeah. What is that? Like, it looks like a gun blade.
Oh, this up here?
That's, yeah.
It does look
what
like a
is
gun blade.
that?
I thought it was like a kukri at first.
It's not a gun blade. There's no way.
I'd go incredibly hard, though, I gotta admit.
There's a sculpture of an elephant on the table looking silly. Huh?
It's looking silly. Looking positively foolish on there.
He's getting a little silly with it. A curved dagger with an exotic design. Its handle looks like it's made of ivory. The handle is carved with patterns and writings that I can't understand. So that's probably Singh's, because he's
Yeah.
a Sikh warrior.
They got all the cool weapons.
Evidence box. Inside are Shen's hat, coat, and some personal belongings.
Oh, wait, that picture, that was the photo that was in Stone's room.
Yeah,
Did he have it on him when he was, did he take it with him when he left? He might have hid something in there.
maybe. Oh, you know what? He probably saw something in the picture, and that was what he was like, huh? When he went into the office.
No, because he mentions the photo, but then he walks past it, goes to the desk, and he finds a note. So he might have taken the note with him, put it inside the picture frame,
The frame of the photo.
and then just kept
yeah.
it with him.
Good call. There's also a photo frame. They're in the room, the family hall.
Yeah.
It is a group photo of Brian and Stone Wu.
Not really called a group.
That's strange. I didn't know Shen had this photo. I guess it must have been given to him by Stone Wu.
Hmm. Yeah, look at that.
There's another piece of paper tucked inside the photo frame. A bunch of... Is this the mixture for the poison, you think?
Is this opium?
It's a note.
Yeah, this might be the soporific or the anesthetic that was in him.
Yeah. Whatever made him tighten up. H2O 1000, CO2 100. It looks like some kind of formula. I like how he didn't even go in order. He just read the two that people are most likely to understand are like formulas.
I think that's water or some shit. I don't know. Afu, have you reached the sergeant's office? Please respond if received. Please respond if received. And what about the paper with fingerprints? Have you found it?
Oh, he was responding in code.
Yeah,
like, one beep is yes, two beeps is no.
Mm.
I need to go and find the things Kosin mentioned. I'll record the contents of this paper for now and study it later. I like how this story works with the limitations of the technology they have.
Yeah, because you can't just get a copy.
I don't know
of
if they had this. I really don't know if they had like a short wave two-way radio.
Oh, more than likely not.
And-
But you're allowed to have a little bit of fun with it. You know, I think that's as long as it's not like overbearing on how you're solving a case. I think you can have a little bit of goofs with it.
Yeah. A tapestry full of exoticism and vibrant colors. There's a file on the desk. It's the autopsy report of Stone Wu.
And his body.
I don't think his body is in the office.
No, it's right there. They laid it over the table, so in case you got hungry.
Yeah.
A little bit peckish.
I'm so hungry I could eat a stone. Based on the body, the time of death could be between 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. The victim had a 2.5 centimeter diameter puncture wound on the left chest. That's not a bullet hole? Oh, yeah, never mind. It is. The bullet passed through the victim's body, causing multiple organ injuries and severe bleeding.
So someone standing over him by the head side of things,
The
then?
angle of shooting is so awkward. That must have been a tall man.
Yeah. A tall British man. The big British
He must have
shooting.
been very handsome.
Exactly.
This is also the cause of death. Oh, really? Really? The major internal bleeding and several wounded organs is the cause of death?
I was gonna go natural causes on this one.
The clothing near the victim's chest wound had scorch marks, and the skin was partially burned. So, wait. That means that the shooter must have fired from pretty close, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you were
Yeah.
standing right next to them, like, that's still pretty close.
It's highly likely that the shooting was done at close range. The victim also has a head injury, indicating that he suffered a blow from a blunt object. So it looks to me like somebody behind him knocked him out and then shot him, standing where they knocked him out.
He had to have been knocked out,
But
tied
why-
up, and then brought to the store to be shot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, it's weird. If they were gonna frame
Uh,
Shen anyway, why not just have the body be there initially when he gets there?
I don't know. Additionally, there are marks of being bound with ropes on the victim's wrists and ankles. And remember, the gun he was shot with was the gun Shen was found with.
Yeah. Did they confirm that? Is that like a confirmed, like it was that gun?
I'm pretty sure. That's what we heard from,
I thought it was just that he
Magician
had a gun on him.
I don't remember. The file cabinet is labeled seized evidence. Should he just keep this in his office like this?
I mean, where else
Let
are
me
you
see
gonna keep
what's
it?
inside.
Oh, he got a letter too.
Huh. Exploring methods for extracting brucine from Nux vomica.
We've heard about Nux vomica before, right?
Yeah.
That's what's used to make Shrikenin, I think, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I remember we were joking about the name.
Yeah. That's the critical wrong group, right? Exploring methods from extracting brucine from Nux vomica. This is an English paper written by Stone Wu.
Oh yeah, it is. New drug called brucine can be extracted from Nux vomica, and its therapeutic event is similar to Shrikenin.
Oh.
There's There are differences in the extraction methods of brucine and strychnine, with the former extracted from the root bark of Nux vomica and the latter from its seeds. Like strychnine, brucine is a highly toxic alkaloid, but it has weaker toxicity and slower poisoning reactions. Furthermore, the detection methods for brucine and strychnine differ, with brucine undetectable by methods used for strychnine. Brucine has a strong stimulating effect on the central nervous system, making its extraction significant for medical research and the pharmaceutical industry.
I have a theory.
What's that?
I think Stone Wu instructed someone else, probably Smelvin, on how to kill Brian.
Yeah.
Because not only did he know how to extract this, like, similar to strychnine, but not strychnine, so it's undetectable toxin, but he also knew about the murder method.
Yeah. I mean, everything lines up for him to be the mastermind here, right?
Except that he left town the day before.
Yeah, the only difference is that he wasn't there to do it.
Huh? The note next to it is Lyceum Theater 212. What does 212 represent?
Probably the locker number, if I had to guess. Afu, did you find the paper with fingerprints? Forget it. Leave right now. Sergeant Singh is returned.
Uh-oh.
Emergency. Ruh-roh.
I would just book it out the window. Huh.
Does he think that by solving a few cases he can look down upon us? We need to do something to make him cooperate. Making him understand that in a police station, who's the boss?
Evidences are quite comprehensive. The significance of a confession is limited. Let's leave it to the court.
I am asking, are you protecting him?
I never show mercy to criminals.
Fu, can you hear me? Sergeant Singh has returned to the police station. Leave! Shut up! Who is it? Oh no, come on!
Ah, shit. Cousin, why did you have to speak at that moment? It's my fault for not improving the phonograph broadcasting machine. Now, without the fingerprints, I won't be able to help Shen. Also, I'm arrested.
Fu, is that
This
you?
voice. Am I hallucinating?
I thought I was hallucinating.
What do you mean, what are you doing here? Are you stupid?
I
You
should
got
be here.
arrested. Shen, what are you doing here?
The one who should be asking that question is me.
And then he caught me and confiscated my phonograph broadcasting machine.
You are really an idiot. You're daring to sneak into the police station. I didn't want you to get involved in this, as I didn't want you to take any risk. But it seems like that backfired.
I can't just stand idly by and watch you being framed.
The case is complicated and dangerous. I may not come out unscathed.
You need help. I have to do all I can. You're trapped in the prison and can't even do any investigation. Well, now neither can I.
Aren't you also in a prison cell?
Don't worry about it. I've got a plan.
I do love... This is endearing, though. I love these two. Afu, I know you're worried about me, but I would rather you see you safe.
Afu is just no wisdom, all intelligence.
Yeah? He's going all in.
I feel like he's more like knowledgeable than Shen is, but Shen has a whole lot more common sense.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like, he is way more wisdom with his intelligence. He knows how to apply his intelligence correctly.
Yeah. Uh, uh, since we can't leave anyway, why don't you tell me about that evening? Fu is book smart, street stupid.
Exactly, that's the perfect term for it.
Didn't Stonewu arrange to meet you at his store? Why did you go to the theater?
You don't have to fish for answers from me.
I think I might have an answer to this question. Is it because of the flyer, maybe? He knew that Shinshu was going to be there?
Maybe? I want to say...
Well,
let me...
let's look at... yeah. You went to the theater because someone left a note for you, right? Seems like I was right. Even though I can't see his face. Shen, the person who led you to this store and the theater was clearly setting you up.
But we don't even know who the opponent is. They seem to know our every move. I'm well aware of what evidence the police possess. If I were the prosecutor in the case, I would inevitably suspect myself as the culprit.
Hell, I'd arrest me.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Shen, guess who I encountered at the Lyceum Theater today?
Who?
It's Yin Chu. She's become a well-known magician. Well, she already was.
Yeah. I think the troop was smaller
I remember
back then.
Our first meeting on the ship. I was standing at the crime scene with blood on my hands, unable to utter a word of defense. At first, everyone believed that I was the murderer, and later, suspicions turned to Yin Chu. But you, through meticulous reasoning, reconstructed the truth, clearing us both of suspicion. If it weren't for your persistence, both Yin Chu and I would not have the lives we have now. But I feel like it would be one or the other, not both of you.
Yeah.
This time, with you being wrongly accused, I cannot simply stand by and do nothing. Shen, let me be your defense counsel.
Fu, you're in jail, my man. You ain't getting out.
I mean, there's nothing in the rule book that says a criminal can't defend another criminal.
Show me the rule. Show me the rule. All right,
there's
Fu.
nothing in here that says a dog can't play basketball.
I agree to let you be my defense counsel.
I think that's my favorite part of that movie is that they just have like the basketball rule book on hand, and the guy goes, "Well, it doesn't say you can't do this."
I do like they just everyone. It's like a first aid kit. Like every coach needs to have the rule book of basketball on hand.
That's great. You agreed.
That's what they swear upon in court.
Yeah. The basketball rule book. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure, but I'm not sure if I can provide the answers.
Did you encounter Stonewu in the study of the foreign goods store?
I didn't see anyone, to be honest. I was waiting for Stonewu in the study, but he never showed up. By chance, I found a document on the desk. The document had the same note you mentioned attached to it.
So you went to the theater?
Yes, I think so. I heard a noise, it sounded like a bell, and then I went straight to the theater. Was that like the... Do they have like a clock tower here or something?
Yeah. Well, In the cutscene, the clock tower was ringing when he found a letter. Shen, what happened at the theater?
At the time, I was thinking about my brother's case. I don't remember the details.
You can't see him. Shen looks burdened with something. It seems like he found something else at the foreign goods store he can't tell me about for now. Should I ask him? Hey, you find out something else at the foreign goods store?
Did you find that formula for the brother exploding juice?
Shen, how about I share the results of my investigation with you?
Alright. I ain't got shit.
There's Detective Twink.
Here to help us.
Kosin, were you also caught?
What are you talking about? I came to get you out.
Afu, you have been released on bail.
Holy shit. How much would that be for breaking into a police station?
I don't know. Thank you, Officer Wu, and thank you, Kosin. Well, I'm not sure if it would be an extra charge because it was a police station. He probably just got breaking and entering because they can't prove that he stole anything.
Yeah.
Because he didn't actually take anything with him, I don't think.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He wouldn't. That water.
Oh. Afu, please don't thank me. I didn't do anything.
Mr. Shen.
What if this guy is the brother of Stone Wu and heard the murder plan from his brother and killed Brian?
That'd be psychotic. This
What if
random
he's the
dude.
accomplice?
This random.
What if he's the accomplice?
Mm.
Because if it is Stone Wu for entertaining that he did this, he had to have had an accomplice. That he shared both the process of extracting this strychnine-like chemical that's not strychnine. Because I imagine the reason that he extracted something different was so it wouldn't show up on like the rudimentary tox screenings that they
naturally. I don't know.
And then obviously Shen would be like, he's showing signs of strychnine poisoning, and they would be like, well, there's none in his bloodstream.
Well,
and
you're
the
stupid.
Police would just kind of give up.
It's possible. About the defense, what do you think? I've written a letter of authorization and handed it to the jailer. But this case is full of difficulties.
Shen, please rest assured, no matter what difficulties we face, we can overcome them. My brother in Christ, you got arrested.
Indeed, having such determination is crucial, especially when the adversary in court is Joseph.
What?
Oh,
He's
no.
The prosecutor.
Oh, no.
We're dead. Joseph? You mean we have to argue against Mr. Joseph?
Oh, Shen, you're cooked.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Shen.
Don't worry, Afu. It's Mr. Joseph who helped us a lot in getting you released on bail this time. Moreover, I hear that he is Mr. Shen's mentor. He should show some mercy during the trial, right? Right?
He's gonna do his job.
You haven't seen Joseph in the courtroom. He will never show any mercy. Well, that doesn't matter. After all, the truth is on our side. As long as we're well prepared, I don't believe we'll lose. We don't have much time left for preparation. The first trial will take place tomorrow. Tomorrow, in true Ace Attorney fashion. Based on the mixed court rules, the trial begins once the prosecutor deems the evidence conclusive. The mixed court follows a one-trial-only system, which means you only have one chance.
But we don't have any evidence.
Fu, we gotta get the fuck out of here! I have not told you about the biggest challenge yet. What?
I'm stupid.
Oh, wait, we're not investigating? Holy shit, Joseph with the wig.
Why is he wigged up?
Oh, that's beaten
They
stick.
still do that.
He's
He's
the-
got the fire stick on him. He's ready to beat some convicts.
I'm scared.
Question, everyone is here. Why hasn't the presiding judge announced the start of the trial? He's zonked out. Look at him. He's
so
fallen asleep.
tired.
Could he be asleep?
He's waiting for the observer to arrive. Who?
The Watcher is coming here? The Observer.
The judges at the mixed court cannot try cases alone. There must be an observer present. Oh yeah, because it's a multinational court. So. The observer for this case is named Herman, whose Jordan family is one of the 4 in the Far East.
Cousin seems to have completely entered the state.
The
What?
Avatar state.
Cousin, you're so impressive. I think
talk.
entered the state was she's in the zone.
Yeah, she's entered the state. Don't talk, I'm nervous.
I'm in the state.
One of the Watchers being released. To uphold justice before the throne of the king. This mixed court hereby enjoys the authority to hear, judge, and detain. All relevant parties, please appear in the court. Holy shit!
Holy moly. That's an observer if I've ever seen one.
Oh my god. You want to be the wise judge or the killer?
Here, you take the killer. I'll take the wise judge.
Court begins. The trial of Shen Chongping, accused of shooting and murdering Stone Wu. The presiding judge in this case will be Quan Chiong, governor of Shanghai.
That's the governor?
I, Herman Jardine, the Deputy Consul General of the British Consulate, will be the trial observer. Now let's confirm the identities of the prosecution and defense. Is the prosecutor John Joseph Bell, Chief Prosecutor of Shanghai International Settlement, CIS, present?
My sissy prosecutor.
Where are my sissies at?
The prosecutor is present in the court.
The prosecutor asks that you do not call us that. We are rebranding.
Don't call me Your Honor, we talked about this. You can't call me your sissy boy in court. Like, it's unprofessional.
Queen Victoria decrees it.
Mr. Joseph is dressed very formally. I mean, he looks pretty much like he always looks besides the wig. Like, the rest of the drip is just normal.
Is the defendant Shen Chongping and his defense counsel present in the court? The defendant is present in the court.
Shen doesn't look well. Could it be that he still hasn't eaten anything?
Defense counsel?
The atmosphere in the courtroom is suffocating. It's like it's frozen.
Has the defendant appointed a defense counsel?
Why aren't they saying anything?
It's funny.
Man, he really is stupid.
Defense counsel Xiao Fa-Xing and Wen Koshin are present in the court.
Wait, huh? Who's that other guy? Is that a Fu's real name?
I guess it's a Fu's real name, yeah. Huh. Wait, what?
I almost forgot that I'm the defense counsel.
Shen's like, oh, I'm so
Why is
cooked.
This guy's lawyers suck. Why aren't they saying anything? Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm the lawyer.
I'm the maniac. Fu, focus. The formal trial's about to begin.
Fu, don't be nervous.
Be terrified.
If you lose the case, you'll only be flogged.
Yeah, just a little bit of flog. It never hurt anyone.
The trial will be over soon. That's not exactly reassuring. Thank you, Mr. Joseph. But is it good to comfort me at a time like this?
Oh my god.
I think you misunderstood that.
A food.
Yeah.
A food, that's a threat. The case occurred in the
Well, I mean,
international settlement, but both victims are suspect. Both the victim and the suspect are Chinese.
it was kind of both. It was like both a reassurance of like you won't have to go through this for long, and also like because I'm gonna kick your ass.
It was the good, the old Yeller kind of. It's alright. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Tell me about the rabbits. According to the regulations.
Old Yeller, that's of Mice and Men.
Well, no, that was separate. That was a different example. According to the regulations on the mixed court, should be handled by Shanghai officials. Regulations drafted by the circuit intendant of Shanghai and revised by the British and American diplomats. It officially took effect in 1869. The content includes 10 chapters, which established the organization and jurisdiction of the mixed court. In practice, there were frequent issues of foreign staff encroaching on legal rights, and the Shanghai Consular Corps repeatedly demanded amendments to the regulations to expand their powers. Why would they do that? In 1905, a British vice consul violated the regulations by forcefully interfering in a purely Chinese case, violently detaining the defendant. This sparked public protests and eventually led to the chaotic and tragic mixed court incident.
And unfortunately, one English judge got a little too racist.
He got a little bit too gamery.
Wait, doesn't this game take place in 1905? Is this the racist judge?
Maybe. I think it's more like
Not
1910 right now.
Not at all, Judge Herman. With you taking charge, I'm here mainly as a formality. What? No, you're the guy that's supposed to be presiding over this. Don't be like
your deal, man.
He's pretty much just like, you could take it. It's fine.
It's fine. I can.
You get this one.
Can I bum a cigarette off you? Judge.
Can I go home?
Judge Quan, the British Empire emphasizes procedural justice. We hope the Qing officials can do so.
Okay.
He really doesn't want to do this.
Then let's proceed to the trial. He looks so sad.
Not auspicious.
First, we need to conduct. I feel like we're gonna get a dyer out of this guy. The court investigation. Why do you sound surprised? Judge Herman, if I'm not mistaken, have I followed the correct procedure?
No.
Am I doing this right?
Nodders.
Is this his first time doing this?
I thought he's the governor.
Shen Chongfeng, you're accused of murdering Stone Wu on the evening of September 14th at Stone's store. What do you have to say in response? Do you plead guilty?
Please say you plead guilty.
I want to go home, man.
I didn't kill anyone. I plead not guilty. Fuck.
We have to do this. Not guilty, huh? Damn it. What's that? What do we do now?
Oh, we're cooked. Actually, this might be good for us. I get to go free.
We get to go home. He said not guilty. He didn't do it.
Yeah. It seems that Judge Quan is just as confused as you are. Since the defendant claims innocence regarding the charges, Mr. Joseph will now make the prosecution statement. Judge Quan, please judge after hearing the statement and determine whether he is guilty or not.
He's got like the judge training wheels on. Now you tell him if he did it.
Thank you, Dad.
Of course. Of course. Excuse me, I was not old for a second there. Your Honors, the details of this case are very clear. This case occurred 3 days ago in the evening. The victim is Stone Wu, the owner of Stone Foreign Goods Store. Wouldn't it have only been 2 days ago?
No, I.
Oh,
no,
you
because
know
when
what?
Shen
It
told us,
was
he said it
3
would.
because
He said tomorrow is the trial, so it was.
yeah, and that was the morning after the night we snuck into the police
Yeah.
department. So, according to the investigation, the defendant entered the victim's store at 7:50 that evening. He arrives early. He's very punctual.
He's just that guy.
Inside the study of the store, he first struck the victim's head with a blunt object. I feel like we're skipping a few steps here.
No, it went just like this.
After the victim fell to the ground, he shot and killed the victim with a pistol. How the hell did the scene end up looking like that? Because the bullet hole in the floor does not line up with the bullet hole in him.
Yeah, it looks
so
a little
was
bit
he
off.
moved after the fact?
That's what
Or
I'm
did
thinking.
they like shoot him and then go like, oh shit? I'm thinking they like shot him somewhere else and then were like, oh fuck, wait, there needs to be a bullet hole in the floor.
Yeah,
and then shot the floor.
that might be it.
The above statements are supported by evidence and witnesses.
So
what I just said was true, Your Honor.
fact checks by real Shanghai patriots.
So, Mr. Joseph, please present the evidence.
Mr. Joseph.
Go ahead, Mr. Joester. This is the autopsy report issued by the police coroner. It is evident that the victim died due to a bullet penetrating the left chest. That is a Colt.
How
That's
old? Wait, how old is that gun?
I mean, it looks like modern to my eyes.
Hold on.
But I don't know shit.
Because I figured they'd be like revolvers back then, right? Not
In 1900, like 1910? Yeah, I would guess so.
especially in China, right? In terms of what you can get your hand on.
I mean, think about it. This is not long after Red Dead 2. Like, that was like turn of the 19th century, right?
yeah,
Or not 19th
yeah,
century, 1900s.
yeah, it would be, yeah. Trying to see, is there any? Oh no, okay, no. That this type of pistol did exist around like 1910.
Huh.
I don't think a Colt
What
of
do you
this
know?
pistol existed around 1910, but I can't. But I'd probably just have to dig a little bit deeper for that.
It's got 2 horses on it. It's got to be a Colt.
Yeah. Are they allowed to do that?
Does Colt exist anymore?
I don't know. They might be. Who knows? The ghost of Colt may come get them.
The John Colt.
The Cult of Colt.
This pistol only has fingerprints of the defendant.
Ruh-roh.
Ugh.
Only fired one
I've
bullet.
died over here. My sinuses are stuffed.
My shinies.
I keep hiccuping. It turns out the murder weapon is the famous 2 horses.
Oh no, here we go.
Huh?
Colt brand Luzi, also known as the Colt M1903 handgun, is a semi-automatic pistol designed by firearm designer John Browning in 1902. This type of handgun is
Browning,
called
I know that
Luzi
name.
because the slide needs to be pulled back, Lu in Chinese, to load around. Additionally, the grip of the pistol is engraved with the Colt's iconic rampant horse logo, hence the name Horse Luzi in Chinese. This firearm is highly regarded for its safety features and accuracy, and it quickly became one of the most widely used semi-automatic handguns in the world at the time. Alright, there we go. It checks out.
Huh. This is the bullet found at the crime scene. The wounds on the victim's body were indeed caused by a bullet of the same caliber.
How can we be sure this bullet was fired from the seized pistol? Oh no, he's gonna hit us. Oh no!
The gun's fingerprints. The rifling marks on the bullet matched those in the barrel of this pistol.
Rifling marks?
Please say it. Please say it. I heard that this is the latest investigative technique. I didn't expect Joseph to be using it.
Rifling refers to the spiral grooves carved into a gun barrel. I like to imagine Joseph just opens his mouth and says all this. As a bullet passes through the barrel, it picks up marks from these grooves due to friction. Due to the differences in manufacturing and storage, the rifling marks from two different guns will not be exactly the same. By comparing details such as the width and direction of the twist under the microscope, it's possible to identify the specific firearm that fired a bullet. This technique has been gradually applied in criminal investigation since 1915, and the story of use of rifling comparison technology by the police in the Shanghai International Settlement is a fictional element.
So they did have the capability to do it, but they didn't do it this court.
Yeah.
I like how they're clear which parts are like, we made this up, but the rest of this is true.
This was fiction. We made this up. We got you.
Nice try. We'll catch you next time. Afu, why don't you introduce it to everyone? I like how he's like, Afu, tell the class.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah. The rifling marks on a gun are like fingerprints. Each gun is unique. Similarly, the markings left by a bullet passing through the barrel will also have differences. These differences may not be visible to the naked eye, but are evident under a microscope. In a word, rifling marks can determine the correspondence between a bullet and a firearm. But all that means is that this bullet was fired from that gun.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean that Shen fired it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that that's the bullet that killed Stone Wu.
Good point, yeah. If our theory is to be believed that he was shot somewhere else and then it was made to look like he was shot there.
Your Honors, the defense counsel's explanation was very comprehensive.
It's very awesome.
He deserves a gold star.
Go on, choose a sucker.
And the result of the rifling marks comparison is definite. The gun was fired by the defendant.
Oh!
Kosin, maybe I shouldn't have explained. I mean, Joseph knew what it was.
What if he didn't?
Yeah.
We fell for his trap. He never actually knew what it meant, and now he knows. He can use it against us.
I see.
Well, it's alright. If he didn't say it, he would have said it himself.
Joseph just goes, thank you for being so dumb.
It's like the one bit where like some great detective keeps having his assistant read stuff for him, and it gets revealed that like he just can't read. But now we're in a defensive position. We need to refute something.
Refute what?
Anything will do. Otherwise, that confused judge will issue a verdict directly.
He's falling asleep. He's not confused. Oh, look at the two judges. They're like tilting their heads toward each other.
Probably just Shen.
Right.
Probably Shen just found the gun would be our best bet, right?
Yeah.
Or like an actual argument.
I feel like Shen is being framed as too circumstantial at this point.
Yeah.
We don't have enough evidence. Does the defense counsel have anything to say regarding the charges? No. Well, Shen, Mr. Shen, he... Oh, he's locked in. Mr. Shen is a detective. He would never commit murder. He probably just picked up the gun and at the crime scene to investigate. That's why his fingerprints are on the gun. The gun belonged to the victim.
That's new info.
This gun was kept in a drawer in his study. The defendant was indeed found with the gun at the crime scene. But this does not affect the conclusion of this case. So he didn't bring the gun. The murder occurred between 8 and 8:30 p.m. From 7:30 to 8:30, only Mr. Shen was seen at the scene. Therefore, no matter how you look at it, the murderer can only be the defendant. I like that this, like, Joseph is gonna be like a prosecutor, kind of like Zeke's, where like
Yeah.
he's still gonna put up a good fight even though he knows that the defendant didn't do it.
Yeah, because if he doesn't put up a good fight, then the truth will never come out. There needs to be a debate here.
Yeah, I really liked that about Zeke. He
It's
would
what
like
makes him the
go
best.
into a trial knowing this guy didn't do it, but he would still like play devil's advocate until the end. Like all the other prosecutors, they're either like just being an asshole, like either Godot or Black Quill or Clavier, like just kind of doing his job. I don't feel like Clavier ever had a case where he was like, except for the last one.
Yeah.
I feel like the last case he was on our side, but the rest of them he was just kind of doing his job. And it really felt like Zeke's, not for the first couple of cases, obviously, because he was racist. But I mean, he was still racist later, but he was slightly
He got
cooler
better
about it.
He had a good reason for being racist. Remember the one review? So it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine that he was racist against Japanese people because he had a reason
Because they deserved
in his
it.
backstory.
That's what that one review said. No, it was actually a point against him. It's like, it wasn't true racism because he had a good reason to hate Japanese people.
He's not based enough because
He's not
he had a reason
completely
for his
racist.
hatred.
Yeah, they said it was fake racism.
And that was a complaint?
Yeah, they said it's not genuine.
The fact that that's a bad thing? Like, I don't argue with their reasoning that, like, it's not just blind hatred, but, like, the fact that they thought that made it worse is just awful. Are you certain that only Shen entered the scene? Are you sure about that? There are witnesses who can testify to that. Who is, like, watching this store like a hawk?
There was we know the lady was posted outside the store. We saw her when we were going over with Shen.
She's gonna be a witness. Good
Yeah.
call.
I think she set this whole thing up. I think because she didn't want to even look at Shen when he walked into the store.
Oh, she did turn away from him so he couldn't see her face.
Which
That's a good point.
I don't know who she would be that Shen would recognize her, but I don't think there's been no one that has been mentioned, right?
No Western women, not yet. The facts of this case sound relatively clear. Does anyone else have any doubts? Do you guys think he did it?
You decide in the comments.
Audience,
Chat.
what do you think? Chat, is this guy guilty? The prosecution has no objections. I actually love the bit that this is this judge's first case.
He's freaking out.
I don't know what I'm doing here. If not, we will proceed to the sentencing phase.
It's up to Judge Kwan to decide.
I don't even think this is his first case. I just think he usually checks out of these.
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't pay any attention at all.
He's not used to being held responsible.
Is it really going to end like this? Wait a minute.
The defense counsel requests a cross-examination to cross-examine the evidence presented by the prosecutor.
What?
What What if someone's worse?
Is it necessary?
The defense counsel believes it's necessary. Judge Herman just mentioned the importance of procedural justice. The defendant must have the chance to challenge and refute the evidence detrimental to their case. Detrimental.
That guy's the Phantom, the judge.
Yeah, he's looking at me.
He's Phantom coded. Oh, what do you think, Judge Herman? Your Honors, I agree to this cross-examination. Yeah, see, he's helping us out.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's begin.
I guess.
Cousin, have you found any doubts?
Oh, not yet.
I feel, what are you here for? Why do you just keep asking her? Like, you keep asking her, have you did you do it yet?
Did we win yet? No.
Well, what should we do then?
Well, we should try to find a minor inconsistency and prolong the trial. This is the final verdict that will determine Mr. Shen's fate. To the last moment, when all options are exhausted, we can't give up. Holy.
John looks so sad for Joseph. The victim, Stone Wu, was shot and killed at his study at Stone Fort Goods Store.
Well, we suspect that might not be true, but I don't know if we have any means to prove that.
Ugh.
It also looks like he was bound up at some point, which wasn't mentioned. Yeah, the bullet would have come from the gun, that's fine. On this pistol, the defendant's fingerprints were found. The gun was the victim's weapon, originally kept in a drawer in his study. Murder occurred between 8 and 8:30. During 7:30, 8:30, only Mr. Shen was seen at the scene.
Huh?
Any ideas?
Sorry, I was blowing my nose.
The victim Stonewu was shot and killed in his study at the Stone Foreign Goods store. We suspect that might not be true, but I don't think we have any way to prove it.
Yeah.
Bullet found at the crime scene came from a Colt M1903.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, we know that's true. The gun's fingerprints. Okay. True? Real?
Yeah.
Okay. We have no reason to doubt that yet, I don't think.
Was Shen's fingerprints found on that box?
That's a good question.
Let me see if that's something. Oh, kill him. Murder occurred between 8:30 p.m. During 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Only Mr. Shen was seen. I don't know. Well, hold on. He said he could die between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. That's a much wider range. Joseph is, like, making it seem a lot smaller than it should be.
Yeah, that's a good point. He could have been killed after 8:30, and they said that Shen was the only one seen there between 7:30 and 8:30.
Yeah, that's
If
a bit
somebody
odd.
came in later, they could be the murderer. He's displaying these facts as if they make it so only Shen could have done it.
Yeah.
Although he presented the evidence, but Kosin, can we really do this?
Yeah, we gotta. Shen will die. We may not have all the details, but we can still create a strong presence. An aura.
Fuck it, we ball. Strong aura. Defense counsel, why are you presenting this autopsy report?
Walking in?
Because the descriptions here are inconsistent? What exactly is inconsistent? What does that mean? After all, the information states the time of death is between 8 and 10 p.m. But Mr. Joseph mentioned 8 to 8:30 p.m. Indeed, it is inconsistent.
Jeez.
Oh? I got it right?
Holy.
Holy shit.
Well done, Afu.
The judge really just went numbers, and we were like, oh man, we got it right.
Oh, we won, Shen.
Prosecutor, please explain this issue. The victim died immediately after being shot. Yeah, I imagine he did. And the reason why we estimated a shortened time of death is that after the defendant was arrested around 8:30 p.m., the pistol was also confiscated by the police.
So
So
all that means
if it was Shen, he had to have done it before then.
yeah. This is just making it the gun was confiscated by police. That means no one could have used it, but that's not a that might not be the case.
Yeah. And also, like, this was the most common gun in China at the time, and all we know is that this bullet came from that make of gun, I guess? No, they said it could link it to the specific handgun.
That'd be that's a very clever alibi for yourself of, like, making it so Shen gets seen with a gun, make him seem like the killer, have it confiscated as evidence, and then use it to kill the person.
The confiscated weapon cannot be used for the murder. The prosecutor's influence is reasonable. Inference, excuse me.
I object. The defendant
The
entered
woman
the scene at around
in my
8 p.m.
courtroom.
Kill her! Get the stick! At the time, there was no one inside the foreign goods store.
Defendant, is this the situation at that time?
She's right. The prosecutor just stated only the defendant was present at the scene between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. The prosecutor also stated that the murder occurred between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Considering that the foreign goods store only has one entrance, the witness couldn't have only seen the defendant entering the foreign goods store.
And who else should the witness have seen?
the
Stone
victim.
Wu. Yeah. Are you saying the victim?
That's right. Mr. Shen went to the store for an appointment that night, but the victim was not in the store. If the witness and the prosecutor mentioned has been around the scene all along, and Stone Wu was confirmed to be killed between 8 and 8:30, then the witness should have seen Stone Wu entering the foreign goods store.
I object. The counsel's inference is based on the defendant's unilateral statement, and it's questionable. Rather than saying the witness was mistaken, it's more likely that the defendant is lying.
Well, I object to that too. The prosecutor's witness testimony is also unilateral. What's the difference between them?
And the defendant's claims have the same weight as the witness's testimony.
I mean, in a perfect
So-
world.
He's saying that the defendant is biased and we have no reason to believe the witness is. So the witness's testimony should hold precedent over it. I'm really dying over here.
Yeah, you sound stuffy.
Yeah,
Help me.
I feel stuffy. Should the court simply believe that?
But who can guarantee that the witness won't lie, or that she won't omit something?
Well, then what do we use if we can't go off of people's word?
Just throw out the whole case at this point. Just dump it.
Well, the defendant's testimony should indeed not be trusted. But whether the witness's testimony is true or not, that's how we get the lady on the stand.
Yeah.
We call her in. It also needs to be verified. What do you think, Judge Herman? Did I do good, Dad?
Very good. You get a cookie. Prosecutor, bring your witness to the court. Yeah, bring her up. Bring up that slime. Look at her.
Lady. Witness, what is your full name and occupation?
You can just call me Miss Lee. And my occupation? It's It Girl.
She's an influencer?
She's a streamer. Oh. It Girl describes a young woman who is considered to possess the indefinable qualities that make her exceptionally popular, stylish, and socially appealing. In the Chinese context, the term It Girl / socialite first appeared in the novel The Secret History of Two Jin Dynasties, referring to famous and beautiful women. In the late Jing Dynasty and early Republican era, with the changing gender norms, It Girl / socialite emphasize qualities of characters and talent. In a broader sense, it can refer to prominent women in the elite class. My job is being awesome.
Yeah. She is like a 1900s influencer. A trendsetter. Witness in court, you need to provide your full name and real your real job.
All my fans in Shanghai call me Miss Lee. Being an It Girl is my occupation. I'm not lying to you.
This is why I'm gay.
It's her.
Kosin, do you know the witness?
Well, her name is Lee Sai-fu, a writer. She has a column in the newspaper recommending good things. Anything she recommends is guaranteed to be sold out the next day.
She stole the Coca Cola secret formula.
It's her. She's bathing in it right now. She smells like Coca Cola.
Is that true? Let me have a look at Miss Lee's column. He just pulls out the newspaper in the middle of the courtroom and he's like, yeah, you're right.
Holy shit. A stylish nightlife. This cafe in Jing'an may not be deluxe, but it exudes elegant charms. Neon lights, great music, fantastic evening. Planned to stay till 9, but had to leave early. Did they have neon? Did they have neon going in 1910?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't have been that far
They
off
had
from Roaring 20s.
They had electricity, so neon lights are actually really simple. You just fill a tube with neon, and then depending on the charge that you put through it, it's a different color.
Huh. I guess it's kind of crazy to think how long neon's been around then, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's... Yeah, you're right. It seems to be a very new style of writing, very different from what you write.
She's fucking Gossip Girl.
She is, what they would call those society columns, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Her articles are to package life and show the beauty, while mine aim to expose life and truth.
And she's an investigative journalist, so they're like two sides of the
Enemies.
same coin, really. Yeah. Miss Lee, on the night of September 14th, did you witness the defendant entering the foreign goods store?
And on the night of the 19th, are you free?
Are you single?
Sure.
Then please tell us about what you saw that evening and your phone number.
Give me your telegraph. Who's fucking...
That guy's zooming.
He's on his way to assassinate Abraham fucking Lincoln. Look at him.
He's got a long way to go.
On the evening,
That's why he's in a hurry.
I was sitting across from the Stone Foreign Goods store enjoying some coffee.
Coffee.
It was around 7:50. I saw
I
Mr. Shen
understood that
walk into the
reference.
foreign goods store. This game taught us, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Are you sure that person was Mr. Shen? I'm certain. How can you be so certain? I have a natural ability to remember good-looking people.
I'd recognize that ass anywhere.
I'd seen him that afternoon in the Stone Foreign Goods store. I also saw this young man in the defense counsel's seat.
Witness, please continue describing what you saw and heard that evening.
How things going in the good writing dimension? Things going good. We're in trial. Stuff's going well. This guy's holding Shen back.
He's gotta. Shen would kill her instantly.
Mr. Shen stayed inside for about 25 minutes, and he came out at around 8:15. When he came out, his face was pale, and I wondered what he had experienced inside. After he left, I stayed for a while longer and left the cafe at 8:30, about an hour in all. Wait a minute. How come you remember this time so clearly?
She's got a watch.
Because there's a clock across the street.
Oh, okay. We know that he was there at 8 o'clock because the bell started ringing when he found the note.
Yeah. If that's what that noise was.
Miss Lee, as a writer, you were busy writing articles and drinking cafe. She was drinking... They must have had some weak-ass coffee if she was drinking coffee at 8 p.m.
Yeah. Or maybe she just doesn't want to sleep.
You couldn't possibly be focusing on watching all the time, right?
My dear, when I'm enjoying coffee, I don't write anything. Just simply admiring the scenery. That evening, there weren't many pedestrians. It was rare to come across someone good-looking.
So she's just people watching for hot guys?
I think so. I just took a few extra glances. That a crime?
Huh?
She is checking out his ass.
I agree, same. She doesn't look like a liar to me. She has kind eyes.
Like a lot of things, but not a liar.
Very kind eyes.
No, it's not a crime. Miss Lee, if someone wanted to enter the foreign goods store, would they definitely pass by you?
Yes, I was sitting directly across from the foreign goods store.
Did you see the victim of Stone War enter the
Stone
War?
Stone War. That's what happened after the Second Opium War.
Stone Woo enter the foreign goods store?
No, I didn't.
Were there any other people who entered the foreign goods store? Can I just say store at this point? We know what kind of store it is.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Because like we said, with the translation's a bit rough, I just kind of abbreviate if something needs to be abbreviated. No, none at all. Miss Lee's really good at saying things perfectly.
She's so hot.
By the way, maybe we could talk about this.
The foreign goods store in the afternoon. Oh yeah, she was a witness there, like, for what happened in the afternoon when Singh came in.
Did you see Mr. Shen at the foreign goods store that afternoon?
Yes, I heard. That's not me. What do I do?
Something's in me! Yes, I heard that the Stone Foreign Goods store got some new product. The 8-armed dragon, or whatever, the 8-armed green monster that they mentioned. I wanted to try the new recipe for rose water, but it was sold out. That's really frustrating. Then I saw Mr. Shen and the defense counsel boy coming in. Expression. You just mentioned that Mr. Shen didn't look good when he came out. Can you explain in detail? Well, his face was so pale, like a white sheet of paper. There was no trace of color at all. And you know,
He's white.
he was walking unsteadily, even holding his head with a very pained expression. Ooh. Miss Lee, I'm curious. Why did you leave the cafe early after Mr. Shen left the foreign goods store? What kind of question's that? I left the cafe simply because I finished my coffee.
The defense counsel must not ask questions arbitrarily.
I'm not
I just
asking.
learned that word today. Aren't you proud of me?
Very good, another snack for you. I'm not asking arbitrarily. Everyone, please take a look at this. Stylish nightlife. A stylish nightlife, this cafe in Jing'an may not be deluxe, but exudes elegant charms. Rainbow lights, great music, fantastic evening. Planned to stay till 9, but had to leave early. Miss Lee, this is the column you published in the newspaper the next day. It's about what happened at the cafe on the night of the case, right? Yes. You mentioned that you had something else to do, and that's why you left early. What was
Well,
it?
she didn't say that explicitly.
Wen does not seem to be swayed by the witness's jade-like beauty. Oh, it's not a secret. I heard the commotion from the other side of the road, and out of curiosity, I went to see it. I didn't expect it to be the police arresting someone, and it was Mr. Shen who got arrested. Did you leave early just because you heard the commotion? Yes, when I was enjoying coffee, it was quiet around. Once it got noisy, the ambiance was ruined. Where'd you go after you left? While watching the commotion, I met reporter Cheng. He asked me for an interview. So we went out.
Melvin.
Smelvin was lurking around. So we went to a bar and chatted for over an hour. Oh, by the way, Cheng mentioned you to me. Oh, mortal enemy.
She's gossiping. Go ahead. I feel there's something unnatural in Miss Lee's testimony. Oh,
What you got?
I can't pinpoint it right now, but I remember that in such a case, Shen would compare the testimony with the evidence, finding any contradictions. I gotta go for a little bit. I gotta go blow
Yeah, go
this
blow your
out
nose.
my nose.
Let's try this then. I'll handle it. Alright, let's see. What do you got? I know, sitting across from Stone Foreign Goods enjoying keffi. Believe that's fine. No problems here. At around 7:50, I saw Mr. Shen entering the foreign goods store. That might be a bit of a problem. Hold on. I guess we don't have the note talking about him. Mr. Shen stayed inside for around 25 minutes and came out at 8:15. When he came out, his face was quite pale. I wonder what he went through inside. I sat there for an hour, quiet around until I heard the commotion from across the road. Did she see the gun in his hand, by any chance? No. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's actually a lot. I should have read that. That looked funny. I sat there for an hour, quiet around until I heard the commotion from across the road. During that time, no one else entered or exited the foreign goods store. Okay. That night I was sitting across from Stone Foreign Goods Store enjoying coffee. Nothing inherently wrong with that. At around 7:50, I saw Mr. Shen entering the foreign goods store. Didn't hear the shooting. Mr. Shen stayed in around for 25 minutes and came out at 8:15. Wyatt, what about the... Miss Lee, have you heard the sound of the magic show ending? Not only did I hear it, but I also saw it. That happened after Mr. Shen was arrested. Seemed to have misread the timing.
So we're making sure that her testimony time's up?
No, that was just an incorrect objection. They just have unique dialogue as usual. I'm having a bit of trouble this one. Let me go through it one more time. That night, I was sitting across from the Stone Foreign Goods Store, enjoying my coffee. Anything wrong with that? Nothing.
No, I mean, we saw her. We can't
Yeah.
really...
At 7:50, I saw Mr. Shen entering the foreign goods store.
I mean, we know from the flashback that the bell started ringing like almost immediately as he got in. But I don't know if we have a way to prove that.
Didn't see Stone Way. Saw him. The gun would have been taken from his office, so that wouldn't really matter. So I think this statement, not important. Mr. Shen stayed inside for around 25 minutes and came out around 8:15.
What's the timing on the magic show?
I tried that objection already, it didn't work. Actually, I didn't try it on this one. I can give it a shot. Okay, never mind. Stayed inside for 25 minutes. Came out at 8:15. If there's anything that goes against that. 8 p.m. and 10 p.m.
Well, let's keep going.
When he came out, his face was quite pale. I wonder what he went through inside. I already presented, I tried to say like he would have had the gun on him as he exited, but that didn't work.
He could have had it in his pocket.
I sat there for an hour. It's quiet around until I heard the commotion from across the road.
It wouldn't... The bells would have went off. It wouldn't have been quiet. I don't know what that really proves.
Maybe hearing the gunshot at all? I don't...
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah, okay.
Miss Lee, during the time you were enjoying your cafe, you didn't hear any strange sounds?
What kind of sounds do you consider strange?
A gunshot?
Maybe.
Sounds that would disturb an it girl's quiet enjoyment of her cafe. I object. This is inducive questioning. That was a leading question.
Well, I object to your objection. If it was simply answering the witness's question. Inducive questioning, also known as suggestive questioning, refers to a method of questioning where the questioner uses suggestive queries to narrow down or manipulate the respondent's answers. Common methods include repetitive questioning, enforcing limited options, and presupposing specific viewpoints. For example, when the fact that the defendant bought a knife is still to be proven, asking the defendant, "Did you buy the knife intending to kill him?" treats the act of purchasing a knife as established fact and restricts the respondent's answers to either yes or no. This is a classic example of inducive questioning.
Does your boyfriend know you're gay? Well, even though I don't quite understand what inducive questioning is...
Get rid of him.
Is this guy's first day on the job?
His first day being bored.
I don't see anything inappropriate about the defense counsel's statement. Bro, you just said that you don't even know what the rule is. How can you say with confidence that they didn't break the rule?
I think the defense counsel's questions were quite cute and interesting and epic. But it's a pity that I haven't heard such a voice. During that 1 hour of Keffy drinking, the surroundings were so quiet. Oh, look at him. He's so proud.
Excellent. Very cool. Thank you. That's exactly where the contradiction lies.
Huh?
Mr. Joseph said that Stonewu was shot and killed between 8 and 8:30. Since you could hear the noise from the distant street at that time, it is impossible for you to not hear the gunshot from the opposite side.
Oh.
Miss Lee, can you explain what happened?
There really was no gunshot. Your Honors, if the witness is telling the truth, it means that during the time Mr. Shen entered the crime scene, there was no shooting. Therefore, I thought that was her finger for a second. Therefore, he couldn't be the murderer.
Judge Kwan, is it possible to consider declaring Shen innocent now? I mean, in an actual courtroom, they would start considering that at this point. But this is Ace Attorney land, so they're going to be, well, they're going to say, if he didn't do it, who did? No. Miss Wen Fu, your reasoning has impressed us to such an extent. But unfortunately...
Uh-oh.
Fingerprints, firearms, bullets, the body, and the crime scene form a full chain of evidence. And they all point to the defendant.
Oh, we're about to have some cool visuals.
In this situation, we should not question whether the defendant is the murderer. Instead, we should consider, how did the murderer manage to cover the sound of the gunshot?
What methods are there to cover the sound of a pistol?
Miss Lee, when you were enjoying cafe, you didn't hear any bell ringing? Did you hear any bell ringing? Oh, he's gonna say that he killed him right when the bell started ringing to mask the sound.
Bell ringing? Well, yeah, why, yes, there's a clock tower across the street. At 8 o'clock, the clock rang many times loudly.
You're accustomed to it, so you didn't find the bell ringing noisy.
Well, seems like it.
I don't think I thought at first that she was a planted witness. I don't think she is now, based on the way that she's reacting. She's not
Yeah.
like angry that she's being proven wrong. She's just surprised.
Yeah, maybe she's not. Well, she at the very least, she still doesn't want to look Shen in the face, which has me suspicious.
Maybe it's just because he's hot.
It was
and
too
she
much
gets
for
nervous
her.
around hot dudes.
He walked in and he mogged her instantly.
I mean, that would be a pretty funny quirk. She like makes herself out to be this like socialite it girl, but she can't keep herself composed around handsome men. That would
was
be a pretty funny bit.
Soon.
The pedestrians around are the same. So as long as the murderer shoots when the bell rings, it won't attract attention from outsiders. Therefore, Miss Lee not noticing the gunshot doesn't mean that the defendant didn't fire the gun. Did he just take a bow?
Yeah, he did. He just kind of emoted on us.
The chain of evidence proving the defendant's murder has been closed. What?
He's
keep
clapping.
using that word, proving.
Did you see his little clap? He went yippee.
Yippee, murder.
Indeed, Prosecutor Bale lives up to his reputation.
If the defense counsel cannot find new doubts, the case can be concluded. What should I say next, Kosin?
That one contradiction was all I got. The opponent is too powerful.
What should we do? This is the final judgment.
Our performance
Shen
in...
is gonna give us something.
like a force ghost. Our performance in the debate should have given us some room to maneuver in the court. What if the Dark Twinkler appears in our head?
In Afu's head? Who are you?
It doesn't look like Afu though, it just looks like Shen still. At this point...
You can't catch me, gay thoughts.
Yes, we can. We can only try everything we can. Resort to some disruptive tactics. Even if we ultimately lose, we'll fight until the very end.
Kosin, how should we go about these disruptive tactics?
I have a bomb.
Should we break into the police station again?
It might work. We should present any viewpoints or evidence that it's advantageous to us.
The sexy Shin in my head told me that we're not out yet.
Probably the note is the best we got, right?
Yeah, I mean, our only clue is, I don't know, throw something at the wall. Shen went to the Lyceum Theater after seeing this note. The police came shortly after he arrived at the theater. Someone was trying to frame him. Only based on this note can we make such a speculation, but it cannot be considered as evidence. Apart from the location, the note does not contain any other guiding words. The defense counsel should think carefully once again.
Oh damn, he's dead.
Oh shit, the first-timer judge disproved that on his own. He didn't even need the white one. What's your opinion, Judge Herman?
Continuing on would only
I
be
say
a
we
waste
kill
of
him.
time. Bring him to the ball stretcher immediately.
Well, you heard him. I believe that the defendant is guilty. Please bring the defendant to the court.
Guess we'll get this ending.
Is it going to end like this?
Ooh, we've done our best.
There's no need to be too upset. Your evidence is limited. It's not easy to have come this far. I like how they write Joseph as very condescending, but not meaning to. He's not mean about it.
It's like he's saying well, of course you lost to me. You're not You're not trained.
Yeah. Like you can, he's not like a dick about it, but he is like, yeah, of course you lost. Of course, like you did well going this far. Even he states it like it's fact. There's no like sarcasm or snide to it. You
Yeah.
know.
He's very respectful.
Uh,
And I appreciate that about him.
After the verdict, it's the sentencing. I'll help John fight for using British law for judgment.
No need. The settlement is a part of the Xing's territory, and since I've been found guilty, why shall I be judged according to foreign laws?
But they'll beat you. Compared to Xing law, the sentence will be much lighter under British law.
Yeah, they'll beat you. I'm willing to accept punishment according to the Xing law.
The guy with the stick is right over there, Shen.
He's ready. He'll do it live.
All right, that's settled. I believe Judge Herman has no objections. Court adjourned. I get to go home.
Shen, A fool. Oh, sorry, I took your voice again. No need to blame yourself. You've done your best. And Zhang was convicted and awaited execution after autumn.
Why are they gonna kill him after the fall?
Well, because they want to enjoy the season first. Okay, what is a... We can present characters, too. We could say she did it.
Huh. This person. What is the connection between this person and the case?
We need some time to think about it.
Then the defense counsel should think about it.
Think about it.
Stink ass.
Well, I imagine any viewpoint or evidence that is advantageous to us would be advantageous.
I don't think it's a person.
It feels weird to have characters brought up here, though.
I think, isn't it always there?
I don't. Is it? Thank you. Make sure it's not a person. I feel like this usually isn't here.
It was the judge.
The judge, you're just very handsome if you let us keep going. Maybe about her finding the body? Think about the scene, actually. Okay, maybe it's not a person. Just the bullet? The gun and the bullet are key pieces of evidence. I suggest comparing them again carefully. The police have already conducted a thorough comparison, and the rifling report is very clear. Continuing further would be meaningless except for delaying the proceedings.
That's right. The defense counsel should consider other angles once again.
Fuck. I don't know what to present. I don't know. The newspaper is full of lies.
Yeah. Let's try that.
No. This is... I'm not sure.
Dead.
I'm not sure what to present here. Did I already try presenting
Yeah,
Shen himself?
They're not very good at... You didn't, I don't think. At least this time around, they didn't tell us what they really want. It's just kind of like, try anything.
Okay, I feel like we've mentioned before, like, hey, let's talk about what Shen has to say, but then they're like, that's not trustworthy. Judge Quan, the
Yeah.
defense counsel still has something to say. My client, Mr. Shen Chongping, is a very talented detective. He solved many cases, including the well-known case in Hangyang Ironworks. My client found the truth based on subtle clues at the crime scene in the absence of dead body.
Isn't she a little biased because she wrote that article?
Oh, don't let them know.
Yes, and he cracked the case within 1 day.
Oh!
That's why the defendant's name looked so familiar. So it's the detective who solved the Ironworks case. How could such a reputable detective end up committing murder? Never mind, he's really cool, not guilty.
That was easy.
Judge Shen is a gentle... that's why am I old? Judge Shen is a gentle and righteous person. He would never commit murder. He wouldn't do it. He's too cool. I do feel something illogical here. It must have been the 12-hour-old dumplings I had for breakfast.
They're
I
fighting
shouldn't
me.
have left them in that hot room.
Judge Quan, in the Jing dynasty, judges often judge by their feelings. That is incorrect. The defendant's profession should not change the determination of their criminal acts. We should rely on evidence and logical reasoning.
No. This isn't how it's supposed to go.
Counsel, please explain. Is there any connection between the Hangyang case and the murder case?
Huh?
The connection is... The connection is, of course, Mr. Shen. Think about it. Mr. Shen was able to solve the difficult case in Hanyang, which means he's a smart detective.
He's too smart to get caught.
So, I mean, that is, like, if he was going to commit a murder, if he went there to kill the guy, he would have planned something better than this.
Yeah.
It's implausible a smart detective like Mr. Shen would be easily caught if he committed murder.
Oh, I noticed the ladies here.
Oh, the nurse lady.
Right.
She's
there's
not a
indeed
nurse,
doubt.
but she looks like one. To my brain, anyway.
Everyone, there's a major doubt here. Mr. Shen was arrested because he was seen in the theater carrying a pistol. Mr. Shen was arrested at 8:30 in the evening, just a few minutes after he left the scene. And according to Mr. Joseph's claim, Mr. Shen used the sound of the clock to cover the gunshot. Oh, what's this song?
Oh.
Isn't it contradictory that Mr. Shen, as Mr. Joseph claims, differs from the one arrested?
Huh?
Well,
What?
Mr. Shen, yeah,
We're
well,
cooking a little too hard here.
if Mr. Shen really used a gun to commit the murder, why would he expose it before a large crowd? He may have thought of covering the gunshot sound, but didn't think of hiding the gun itself?
Kosin. Order. Defense counsel, your perspective is quite interesting. Please continue.
Keep cooking. Sure. The victim's body was found by a female store assistant the next morning after the crime. Only after the store assistant found the body did the police receive the report. Yet they were able to arrest Mr. Shen in advance as if they had foreknowledge. The timing of the murder and Mr. Shen's arrest almost seamlessly align. Isn't that too coincidental? Unless someone deliberately framed Mr. Shen.
She's cooking so hard.
Going too
She's
hard.
making connections that we didn't even think of. Mr. Joseph, can you respond to these doubts? I mean, we knew he was framed, but not because of the timing. I didn't think of that. Your Honor, Mr. Shen's arrest at the theater was not purely coincidental. At the time, the gun was not completely exposed either.
So, can you present evidence regarding the process of Mr. Shen's arrest for cross-examination?
The murder weapon and the bullets, also the crime scene. I want to investigate everything. I like Afu's little link noises.
Yeah. Oh.
These requests are reasonable and we will cooperate. Based and England pilled.
You're epic. Have some chalky milk.
As the prosecutor, I also hope that this case can be thoroughly investigated, leaving no doubt. Good prosecutor, not like Payne, who just wants to go home as soon as possible.
Listen, he just clock it in.
But the actions of the police at the theater on the night of the crime involved another case. That case is classified, and it will take some time to retrieve the case files. Should we reschedule the trial then? No, I need this man killed now.
Go on.
I announce a temporary suspension of the trial of Shen Shengping, accused of murdering Stone Wu. The trial will resume in 2 days.
Ooh. Your performance in the courtroom was impressive.
Luckily. Jesus, I had no idea what I was doing.
I don't know how we got out of there.
My heart was in my throat when the judge made the final statement.
No matter what, we managed to seize the opportunity to examine the evidence and revisit the crime scene. As long as we can find a new breakthrough, there's still a chance of winning the next trial.
In true Ace Attorney fashion, I don't know how we got here, and I don't know where we're going,
But we're
I'm
here.
confident that we'll find something. Yeah.
You've gone to all this trouble for me. Hey, let's save your appreciation till we win the trial. However, speaking of which, Mr. Shen, did you really not see anyone during your 20-minute stay at the foreign goods store? Oh. Then it's strange indeed. The police has confirmed Stone Wu was indeed shot and killed in the study of the store. Miss Lee sitting across from the store didn't see anyone enter except you. If Stone Wu was neither inside the store nor ever went in, then would it be possible for a body to appear at the crime scene out of thin air?
I think Singh framed Shen.
Maybe.
Because
Really?
he's the only one who would have access to the gun.
The layout of the store is clear, with 2 rooms, one for business, the other for bookkeeping. At the time, with both rooms empty, there was no one inside.
Huh?
Then how did the body appear as soon as Shen left? It didn't. They had all night. It
Yeah.
wasn't discovered until morning. This is indeed very strange.
Fu, we need to go to the crime scene and search it thoroughly.
I'm sorry, the visiting time is over. I must take Mr. Shen back now.
I must take him away. Fu.
I must take him. Do you have any instructions, Shen?
Don't
The
catch a
twinkler.
cold. There could be obstacles and dangers on the path of your investigation. Take care of yourself.
No problem. Where does the lost cat come into all this?
The killer.
The cat fired the gun. Shen, remember to eat on time. Take care and be sure to hold on until the next trial.
All right.
Thanks, Mom.
Let's have a look around. Oh, hello, Joseph. You just watching us
I'm
from
right
across the
behind you.
room?
You two were quite impressive in the courtroom.
We were? Well, Fu and I tried everything we could to win a chance for a retrial. Mr. Joseph, do you really believe that Mr. Shen is the murderer?
Were we impressed? Like, I really feel like every time the court turned their heads back to us, it was like, oh fuck, what do we do now?
Oh no.
Which, like, that's just Ace Attorney. I feel like every time the judge goes, well, what do you say, Mr. Wright? He's like, oh shit.
No.
As a friend, I hope he's not. But as a prosecutor, I must avoid subjective judgments. All decisions in the court are based on evidence and logic. That is the only path to the truth. Mr. Joseph, you know Shen. He wouldn't commit murder. I just finished saying
What
that
did
I
I
can't make
just
judgments
say?
based on that. I literally just finished the sentence saying that doesn't matter. Then prove it in court.
My phone number.
Oh. Here's a picture of Shen I drew.
It's like a really fucked up phone. It's like, it sucks.
Here's the investigation permit. With this, no one will stop you from entering the crime scene.
It's my laminated photo of Shen's dead brother.
Don't mind the kissy marks.
Those were there when I got them.
Officer Wu had already prepared the evidence you need. It's on the table over there. Thank you, Mr. Joseph. I hope the next trial will be a fair and balanced showdown.
I hope you'll have your shit together by next trial. I hope so too. In the next trial, we'll defeat you with evidence and logic, not lies and hopeful wishing.
I'll be waiting eagerly. Yeah, he wants to lose, but he's still gonna put up a good fight because it's his job. In the corner of the police station, there are 2 bags of tip-off letters about the Shanghai Phantom. There's a mailbox on the table that is filled with tip-off letters. And next to it, various tip-off letters are piled up.
Let's see the evidence here. Inside the box are the autopsy records of Stone Wu and crime scene photos.
Mr. Joseph has already presented these pieces of evidence in court. There aren't any new discoveries. I think the thing that Shen saw when he walked into that office was the chemical makeup.
That's what, yeah, like
That's the thing that made him shit his pants.
Yeah, either the chemical makeup or like just the report about the knot striking in.
Yeah. And we're making it seem like it was the invitation.
Yeah.
I think the invitation was to Stone Wu. They wanted Stone Wu to show up at the theater, not Shen.
Yeah. More than likely.
So the question is, where was Stone Wu during this time?
Probably getting blood-eagled.
Yeah, getting his cheeks bisected.
Getting stoned.
Getting his woo stoned. Who out stoning they woo?
She stoned my woe!
This box contains Shen's personal belongings. They can't let him have his drip? In the prison?
They stole it.
They dried him off. They drip dried him.
No, give it back. Give him his Lunar New Year outfit. No!
I checked that in Sergeant Singh's office, and there was nothing special. You know, except for the hidden paper behind the frame of the...
Just that.
Oh, you
Nothing
broke
special.
into the police station?
Well, a little.
Did you?
Huh?
Did I?
He means that Sergeant Singh must have already inspected this box of items in his office. He probably didn't notice anything unusual.
Right. I didn't go to Sergeant Singh's office last night. Shouldn't that be basically a matter of public record,
Yeah,
though?
but I would think.
Inside this evidence box, there's a pistol, a bullet head with blood, a bullet shell. There's also a fingerprint comparison report and a barrel rifling trace comparison report. Man, they really got their forensics down pat.
Yeah, let's check out the bullet shell.
Mr. Joseph has shown the pistol and the bullet, but it's the first time seeing the bullet shell. The bullet shell was collected from the crime scene. No fingerprints were found on it. That's why it wasn't presented in court. Can I take another look? Of course you can.
Oh,
Oh. The bullet shell is brass colored and relatively smooth. The bottom of the bullet shell is marked with 32 auto, indicating it is a 32 caliber bullet. What does FC mean?
Fort Chang. it's coming to him.
I thought you said 4chan.
4chan works too.
There's a tongue-shaped groove. Whose tongue looks like that?
You know, that's that way your tongue isn't just a circle, a dome.
There's a tongue-shaped groove in the center of the bottom. It's a trace left by the firing pin. It doesn't appear to have any abnormalities. God, who's the first guy to, like, discover guns or, like, invent them?
I feel like it was just
Imagine.
a multi-part process to get to where we did with that.
So we found this thing that explodes. Now imagine instead of just throwing an explosion at somebody, we used a really tiny one to shoot something sharp at very high speed at someone.
Well, I imagine it starts with muskets where the main base is like, okay, we got something in there, we got something that can explode in there. We just need something that like makes a spark happen.
Yeah.
I guess cannons
then-
would be probably the first main version of it.
Yeah, cannons were first. I remember China had cannons pretty early, I think.
And then it got more into like a matter of accuracy and ease, and so natural innovations are going to come along. How do we streamline the process? How do we make it more efficient? And then that's how we got to where we are now.
Yeah, I think they were shit-ass cannons that looked like dragons. They were like garbage.
Hey, you got to respect the style at least. They were trying.
According to the description in the fingerprint comparison report,
Goes hard.
gun, and then there's just a line pointing to him. Idiot.
Dumbass.
The police extracted 3 clear fingerprints from the grip of this pistol. They're from the thumb, index finger, and middle finger
Nothing
of
on the
Shen's
trigger?
right hand.
Nothing on the trigger? Curious.
He did not shoot this man. Yeah, wait. If the index finger and middle finger's fingerprints are on the handle of the gun, that
Well-
would imply that he picked it up off the ground, right? Not that he was holding it like you would hold a gun you were going to fire.
No, you might be mixing up index with pointer finger.
Which fucking was the index finger then? Am I stupid?
Isn't index finger next to the pinky? Oh no, index is point. Never mind. Okay,
What?
then never mind. I was wrong. What do they call that one then? What's the one next to the pinky? Oh, is that the ring finger?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that would line up more with somebody picking up the gun by its handle,
Yeah.
like to investigate it or look at it, not to hold it to shoot somebody. No other fingerprints were found. The police used fingerprint comparison to determine if the gun fired the bullets at the scene. I do like that this game kind of expects more from you than Ace Attorney does.
A little bit more, but they
like,
explain all the concepts pretty well.
It expects you to be like, oh shit, you wouldn't hold the gun. Like, I'm sure that's going to be a contradiction. There's no fingerprint on the trigger,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't hold a gun like that if you were going to shoot somebody. Firstly, they loaded the gun with the bullets of the same caliber and fired them. Then they compared the texture on the side of the bullet under a microscope. The rifling on the two bullet heads are nearly identical. So they were fired from the same gun. These records don't have any differences from what Mr. Joseph mentioned. I'll double check the pistol.
Oh, look.
He fires it. He unloads rounds into Officer Twink. Colt automatic. They spelled caliber wrong. They spelled it the British way. That E's in the wrong place.
Fix it immediately. Unplayable game.
The inscription on the side of the gun reads, oh, and they spelled it differently. They spelled it right in the text box, but not on the gun.
What if it says Calibri?
30. It was manufactured in Italy, in Calabria. The inscription on the side of the gun reads, caliber 32, rimless, smokeless. It indicates that the pistol fires 32 caliber bullets. Oh, there is a small fingerprint on the trigger. They didn't have a big red arrow pointing to that.
Well, they probably just couldn't get anything off of it.
There's a small fingerprint on the trigger.
Officer Wu, do you know whose fingerprint this is?
The fingerprint area is too small to compare. Okay, so that's not... The fact that there's no fingerprint on the trigger is not going to help us.
I always hate this every time with one of these.
And there's a bullet in there. I just imagine seeing a Fu like just hold this straight to his face. This is the muzzle, and it can definitely be intimidating when it's pointed at oneself.
Telling me.
Wait, this is a loaded gun? There's a bullet in the chamber as we're pointing it to our face?
Yeah, we have to make sure.
The grip is engraved with the rampant Colt logo of the Colt Company. You could just say horse. I feel like Colt twice is redundant.
Yeah.
Therefore, people refer to this gun as two horses.
Hope the safety's on. Most assuredly not toast. Wait, what is that down there?
You think they're safeties? This is 1905.
Wait, what would this be for?
That's the release on the clip.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot
the
that's
magazine. Excuse me.
The magazine.
This is the base plate of the magazine. Can I double check the magazine? Of course you can.
I'm still surprised that a gun like this
guy's very
existed
accommodating.
In 1910.
It does seem wild.
I guess it's just...
Well, think about it. Like, World War I wasn't very far off.
Holy fingerprint. Someone fucking...
Somebody, like, made out with that bullet.
Someone fucking, like, shoved their hands in dirt and ink and then grabbed that bullet. What the fuck is that? There's like 50 fingerprints in here.
There's no way they're Shen's, right? They've got they're gonna be Stone Wu's because it's his gun, right?
What year do you think the M1, the M1911 was made? I don't know. Can I get a hint?
I guess I don't know. Yeah, they had like. I'm not super into war history. Crab might kill me if he hears this, but they had like machine guns in World War One, and it wasn't that far off from here. I guess it's not a huge surprise.
I guess my surprise isn't really with the technology, but more the design. It looks more modern than I would expect a pistol to look during 1910. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess, if it ain't broke, don't change it. So.
That might just be an influence that we get from like media, because guns in shows are more likely to be like they're more likely to use like recognizable designs, and this is a very recognizable gun.
Yep. History's neat like that. And yeah, we got Google. There we go.
These are all 32 caliber bullets. They don't seem to differ much from the one found at the crime scene. Except they got big smudgy fingerprints on them.
Except someone wiped their fucking ass with them.
Yeah, there is like a bunch of dirt on the magazine too. Did somebody like swipe this in their ass cheeks like a credit card?
Hold on, is that contraband? Let me take a look at this. Beep. I do forget, we did have Gatling guns in 1860s. That is a crazy thing.
In the 1860s?
Yeah, we had it during the Civil War.
Oh, yeah.
I think they called it a crank gun back then, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Who out on the battlefield cranking their guns?
Shinji, crank those Confederates.
Who out cranking they shit right now? What's this? A big old fingerprint?
What'd you discover?
From this angle, it looks like there are fingerprints on the bullet.
Looks like that is. Yeah, they do look like fingerprints. Officer Wu, have you checked this for fingerprints on the magazine?
No, we didn't.
Oh, you did? What do you mean you didn't?
I didn't think of it. Look at him. He has no independent thoughts in that head. Maybe this is crucial information. Maybe. I'd say it'd be stranger if it wasn't. Okay, I'll check it now.
If I had to guess, it'd probably just be the victims.
Yeah.
Cheap views on blank. Wow. Hold on one second.
Are Joseph's fingerprints?
Oh no, what happened to them? Where'd they go? Where'd my cheap viewers go? Oh no. Oh well.
Fingerprints were found on the side of each bullet in the magazine. Moreover, these fingerprints are different from Mr. Shen's fingerprints, but we don't know who they belong to.
Probably just Stone Wu. It's not that big, I'm betting.
That's great. Finally, there's a breakthrough.
Can we determine whose fingerprints they are?
Not at the moment. I also found a palm print on the side of the magazine, but I can't determine the identity either. Oh, that was the shit. Okay. Please wait a moment. I will go to the records room to check.
We just to find fucking Oscar the Grouch first, because like whoever it is like swims in garbage. Oh, Afu, the fingerprint check may take some time. Let's go to the crime scene first. What do you want, Smelvin?
Miss Wen, Shanghai is indeed a small place. We meet again.
It really, it's a perfect. This might be your most perfect voice I've ever heard. It captures everything.
Yeah, I didn't know how right I was when I gave it to him.
Miss Wen, is that your delightful scent I wafted from down the road? Mr.
Did
Cheng.
you shit in that chair?
Damn, did Shen shoot that guy? Mr. Cheng, you've discovered another big news story, haven't you?
Well. I just plan to interview Mr. Shen as some follow-up reporting. Mr. Chang, I also have a question for you.
I too am in this
Where the hell do
investigation.
you get off? Why do you smear Shen as an accomplice of the thief? Oh yeah, we haven't even gotten to the thief part. Like,
Yeah, we don't know what's going on
we're
with
still on the murder.
the Coca Cola recipe.
Huh, it wasn't me who said it. It's the officer I interviewed. Sing.
Then you could verify. Mr. Shen was not in Shanghai when the theft occurred.
Timeliness is most important for news. To release the interview quickly, that's called news. What kind of...
Are you a psychopath?
What kind of defense is that? Yeah, what I said might have been wrong, but I said it faster than everybody else.
All right, do something about it. Fight me.
But you should not make fake news.
If the facts have changed, then I can make an update, right?
You're a piece of shit, Toby.
I should kill you for that, dog.
You're next.
All right, it's time for the interview now. Shio.
Well, visiting time is over, so good luck with that. Fu, are you still thinking about what Toby Chang said earlier?
Not really. Toby Chang looked familiar to me. I finally remembered where I've seen him before.
Where?
In Shen's Mind Palace. On Shen's clue wall. He's one of the suspects in Shen's brother's case. I do like to imagine that Afu's been there
You just
in the
chilling.
mystery universe.
Oh, what is this evil place? You're not supposed to be here, Fu.
You shouldn't be here. I love that Skyrim clip of you're not supposed to be here, and then he just crashes the game.
That scares the shit out of me. I don't know. I'd probably like unplug my Xbox after that. The next trial is in 2 days, and before that, we must complete all investigations we can.
Yes, we must clear Shen's name.
Yes. Keep up. Keep up.
Who's that baby?
Baby, who do you belong to? Oh no, that's for the tram. Okay.
Kosin, should we go to the theater and investigate again?
Not now. Crime scene's the priority. What? Good talk. What's there? Here we go.
Yeah, I think
So-
we underestimated how convenient the tram is.
Yeah, much further than I thought it was. Entry to the crime scene without permit from authorities is strictly prohibited. Just stop making things difficult for me.
Look at that! I got a permit. Yippee!
Don't worry, we have a naked pinup of Shen Ping. This time we won't have. It won't cause any trouble now. Oh, that'll do.
That reminds me of a bit from one of my favorite anime.
What anime?
This was it's called Golden Kamuy. It takes place in Japan around the same time as this. I think it's like 1905. And they had the opportunity to get their pictures taken, so they just kind of went wild and took a shitload of pictures. This big group of soldiers. I'm not going to get into the larger context of the show, but the They were looking for this girl who was there with them when they took pictures, but then they got separated, so they had a picture of her. And the main character kept going around and going like, "Have you seen this girl?" But he would get the pictures mixed up, and he'd have like a nude pinup of one of the other dudes.
That's
It's
really
a
good.
really funny show. I love Golden Convoy. It's so good.
he just showed bare ass dudes to other people on the streets.
I'll see if I can find a clip.
Since it has been approved, you can investigate in any way that you want. But let's establish the rules first. All items here must not be damaged or lost, otherwise I will be held accountable.
Don't worry, officer. I've been in Shen with Shen and been into Shen.
It explains the picture.
I've been with Shen in many crime scenes, and I'm very experienced.
What I'm worried about is you, young man. You seem restless and surely good at causing trouble.
Huh?
Officer, you shouldn't judge people based on their appearance.
We arrested you for breaking into the the chief of police office.
Yeah, well, I appeared in the office. You're judging me by my appearance.
Officer Lee, we understand the rules. Please tell us briefly about the crime scene. Let me provide a brief overview. This store has a simple structure with just 2 rooms, a back room and an outer room. This is the outer room used for business purposes. The back room is a study, and it was the study that the body was discovered.
I found a clip.
You said it, but I'll watch
I
it
don't
after.
don't. Yeah, don't interrupt the stream.
Is there anything in particular that was discovered in the outer room? Nothing in particular, but I must say, after the incident, we checked the items with the store clerk. Only a bag of rice was missing. What, stole our rice?
Huh?
Can't have shit in Shanghai.
Fucked up.
Just a bag of rice missing?
Yes, nothing else was missing. That's weird.
It's so strange. Why would the murderer take a bag of rice?
That, I don't know either. Maybe it was the victim who took it. Nothing more to say. You can figure it out yourself. Get on in there, champ. Oh my goodness, it's a new body!
We go in there, and that guy who just walked in the room is on the floor dead.
He was a ghost.
An advertisement for Watson Cola water. There are various bottles displayed in the cabinet. Different brands of distilled water. Many beautiful bottles and jars. They smell
Awesome.
very nice. He's doing an ad for it in
I feel
the
like
store.
I can practically hear the English of that line read. Very nice.
Very nice. A small bronze figure. Not sure what it's used for. I think it's just a man. I don't know if it's used for anything.
Fu, let's review the incident again. Stonewu was shot and killed in the study of the store between 8 and 8:30 in the evening. Hi, Oliver. During that time, Miss Lee only saw Miss Shen entering and leaving the store. My cat is here, everyone. Important information, want to throw it out there.
Oliver. Kira has a cat, and I like Oliver better than him.
Oh, don't let him hear that.
Salem's a little shit.
Oliver is a very kind individual. He does have kind eyes.
He does. He's my favorite cat.
He's so polite.
He's such a big boy too. He's a large cat.
Not like fat, though. He's just big.
Yeah. And Mr. Shen didn't see anyone in the store.
If all these are true, we must find a way to explain how Stone suddenly appeared in the study room.
You know, he's how I discovered I'm allergic to cats.
Same.
Because when he was a kitten, he would like attack my sweater because it was like good for his like claws. He would attack my sweatshirt, and I had like scratches all up my arm from it. And then one day the scratches started puffing up, and I was like, "Oh, I don't think they're supposed to do that."
Something seems a little bit off here. My skin is boiling.
Thinking otherwise, there might be some incorrect information. What could it be?
Answer
What did
these
we
questions.
say, Sam? I don't know what that "what" is too.
Oh no, that was me agreeing with you. It's like, that's how I discovered I was allergic to cats, and I said same.
Huh?
To answer these questions, we must go to the crime scene and conduct a thorough investigation.
Unknown fingerprints were found in the magazine, and they do not belong to Shen. What if it's a misdirect? What if they expect us to just be like, "Oh, it's Stone Wu's," and then it's like Joseph's or something else insane?
That'd be nuts. It's a foos.
I didn't touch these
What?
this gun, or did I?
Maybe I did kill him.
It's highly likely that there are traces left by the murderer. This is of the devil moment of like, I know you didn't do it, Shen.
Because I
Because
did.
I did.
Dun dun dun.
Once Officer Wu confirms the owner of the fingerprints, we can find the murderer.
Before the results come out, we can go to the crime scene first. From the information provided by Ting Xing, it seems the murderer didn't kill Stone for money.
But there were so many things in the store. Why did the murderer only take a single bag of rice? Perhaps it's because that rice is really delicious. He's hungry.
Let him eat. Feed that man.
There's a flower vase on the left side of the bookshelf with several scroll paintings inside. The bottom left corner of the shelf is empty. A white square is painted on the cabinet board.
Oh damn, look at him.
Officer, has something been taken away from here? He's locked in.
That was originally a safe, but it's been taken back to the police station as evidence.
Is the safe also evidence related to the shooting case? I don't recall Mr. Jessup mentioning it.
This was a special instruction given by Sergeant Sin when he arrived at the scene. Sergeant Sin often personally investigates the crime scene.
Sin?
Sin said he was amazing. He rarely visits the crime scene, but he has visited the store several times, making us search it over and over again. I feel he was not here to investigate the case, but more like to search for something else. What was he searching for? I'm sorry, I cannot say that.
Koshin, it's a bit strange.
Officer Lee said he felt Sergeant Sin was searching for something. What is worth him entering the crime scene repeatedly to search for? That formula? The formula?
The Krabby Patty secret formula?
Of course.
Oh shit! What if is that the Coca Cola formula? We were so certain that it was a poison. You think it's the Coca Cola secret formula?
The Coca Cola secret formula right here in front of us all along.
Officer, what was originally in this white square?
That's where the bullet shell was found.
That's a fat ass bullet.
Whoever did that sucks at drawing.
that would have left a crater in this man. Officer, these white lines show the position and posture of Wu at the time of his death, right?
That's correct. Shoo.
I heard that Wu was knocked unconscious by the murderer and then shot in the left chest. How did he end up lying sideways next to the bullet hole?
Sergeant Sin analyzed the murderer had a deep resentment towards the victim. It's highly possible that after killing him, the murderer kicked the body a few times in anger.
That definitely sounds like a sloppy cover-up.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I didn't position the body right.
They kicked him. It's not my fault.
So that's how it is.
Alright, good to me.
Whatever you say, policeman. There's a bullet hole in the carpet and there's blood around the bullet hole. Through the bullet hole, I can see a hole in the floor underneath.
The gun was found.
There's a concave shape inside this box.
It's a pistol. Remember, Mr. Joseph said the gun belonged to the victim and was kept in a drawer in his study. It seems like this is the pistol box for storing the murder weapon.
This seems to be an account book of Wu's store. Stocked on the 13th, soap outmatches kerosene out chime clock. Mr. Wu's handwriting is too messy. I can't see what he wrote at all.
This is the receipt and payment bookkeeping. We have had the accountant verify the ledger. It's just a daily record of good transactions in the store, nothing special.
Here's a set of tea utensils, a teapot, no problem. Teacups, also no problem. Very cool.
Awesome.
There's a small stack of documents. Let me take a look. Still no problem.
No problem.
I still haven't gotten over when the old like the old lady was just like, "You are very epic. You are really awesome."
I
Yeah,
find
that's
you
what it
cool.
was. It was, "You are really awesome."
She was a real one for that.
It just took us so out of it. There are some indents on the carpet.
The desk was moved.
It appears to be an indentation of the desk logs. I can't talk today. It's been several days and the indentations haven't completely disappeared.
How would the desk be moved?
Maybe there's something under the carpet.
Very possible.
It seems this desk has been in its position for a long time and was only recently moved.
Afu, do you think the murderer could do that?
Cannot discern.
If the murderer moved the desk, there must be a special reason behind it.
That was a robotic response. Cannot discern.
Cannot discern. Freaking RoboCop.
Officer, may I lift the carpet to take a look?
Be careful.
Have a look. There's paper. Were those papers under the carpet?
No, they were there.
Ah. The position of the bullet hole on the carpet matches the position of the one on the floor. There are also some blood stains on the back of the carpet. They seeped through from the front. Huh? This is...
Is there any new discovery, Afu?
There are a few rice grains beneath the
What?
carpet near the bullet hole. Huh.
What did they shoot him through the rice bag?
To muffle the gunshot.
Well, there'd be rice everywhere, wouldn't there?
Not if they cleaned it up. They probably
guess
cleaned up on top of the carpet, but didn't get the few grains of rice that fell through.
Yeah, I guess so. Rice under the carpet near the bullet hole?
Are you just gonna repeat everything I say?
That's very interesting.
Strange. How could rice end up?
Has rice been discovered in other places as well?
I'll check the room again. Kosen, no rice was found in any other location under the carpet. Not in other places of the room either.
Well, that means there are only a few rice grains near the bullet hole, which must mean something. Someone got hungry as hell.
I think we'll finish up investigations of this day, and then when we get to trial day 2, we'll end it up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We'll call it right when the trial's about to start.
The bullet hole is not deep, and the bullet has already been taken away by the police officers. Kosen, did you see something shiny in the bullet hole?
Yeah, I saw it. Very small, fan-shaped, shiny piece. Afu, can you
What
recognize
kind of
what this
shenanigans happened in this room?
is? People were getting shot with rice and bullshit.
What kind of Scooby-Doo bullshit
A fish
happened here?
scale?
It looks like a fish scale. And it's bloody? Huh.
Is it like a fragment of the
What
bullet?
could that be? It's not a fish scale, I'll tell you that. Kosen, there are many scratches on the floor that run parallel to the walls. It's as if this bookshelf has been moved
What,
before.
we got a Scooby-Doo fucking incident going on here?
Does he have a secret room?
You must now. Well, let's move it and take a look. Oh, you need to know the secret password.
We gotta move one of those books.
Yeah, it's the only way.
It can't be pushed. It feels like it's stuck somewhere.
Could it be that there's a mechanism installed? So difficult for us to push it.
A mechanism. Kosen, it does seem quite strange. There might actually be some kind of mechanism. Investigate the shelf. You gotta look real closely. The books. It might be the paintings, actually. Oh,
yeah,
you know
one's
what?
upside down.
Yeah, it's the paintings. A strange painting here with a strange subject. It's upside down, even stranger. There must be something suspicious about this painting.
We'll flip that shit. Holy!
Wouldn't it make more sense if it was the other way around? Like the default state of the painting would be right side up, so it wouldn't be suspicious.
Yeah, that does
and
seem a bit of like
turning
a
it
flaw.
upside down would be the secret slime action.
That does seem like a bit of a flaw in the secrecy of this.
There is indeed a mechanism. It can open a hidden door,
What the fuck?
or maybe whoever opened it last forgot to turn it back, and turning it upside down, turning it either way, like it opens the door or
Maybe.
closes it.
I never expected there'd be a hidden space behind the bookshelf. It seemed that the police didn't discover this hidden door in the previous search.
We're gonna go into trial day 2, and Joseph's gonna be like, "You found a what?"
The secret murder room.
Huh? Kosen, let's go down and take a look.
Have a look. Oh shit, that's the bullet hole. You don't need to know about that. do we got down here? What the fuck? I never expected
This
it
is
to be
murder room
such
music.
a large cellar underneath the store.
This is his jigsaw room.
It's his opium lab.
It's so cold here, and it feels eerie.
Looks like a wine cellar. Let's investigate.
Did Shen
Oh.
find the secret? Or that's the cat. Did Shen find the secret room?
Maybe. I feel like he'd
He
mentioned it.
definitely feels like he was in here for 25 minutes. You cannot tell me in that time all he found was two pieces of paper.
Where there are many large wooden barrels here.
This smell, it's red wine. Is he smuggling red wine?
Is it illegal? Who knows during the time, but
I don't know. Why else would he have a secret cellar full of it? Various medicines on the shelf. Is Mr. Wu planning to enter the pharmaceutical business?
it's not clear what the purpose is. We can make note of it for now.
On the wall, there is a row of ventilation outlets with 3 boxes placed in front of them. The 2 boxes on the left are labeled carp, while the one on the right is small croaker. Maybe the thing in the floor was a fish scale.
Huh.
The corner of the box on the right has been opened, and a white mist is floating out.
Opium?
No, that's fish, all right. A whole box full of small croakers. Does Mr. Wu also run a fish selling business?
I haven't heard about
He's just
it.
really hungry.
Maybe it's for himself. Yeah, maybe he's hungry.
That would make sense, but it would?
Is there anything strange about it?
He's preserving these small croakers with dry ice.
Dry ice. What's that?
It's a frozen carbon dioxide with temperatures as low as negative 80 degrees Celsius. It effectively isolates oxygen. The preservation effect is excellent.
Oh, so the body could be a lot older than we think.
No, because we saw Stone Wu earlier in the day.
We did, but that was earlier
I
in the
guess
day. It's
that-
been hours since then.
So, you think when Stone Wu went into the office with Singh while we were here in the middle of the day, he got killed
It's
and was put
possible.
in the freezer
It's very
in
possible.
the secret murder basement? If Singh was wearing gloves and he knew where the gun was, that's entirely plausible. But dry ice is expensive and rare. Using dry ice to preserve fish indicates he must really, 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 really love fish. He probably uses them to help him with experiments, like, I don't know,
Opium.
like to see how poison spreads or something.
Maybe.
Just an idea.
Possible.
There are some types of foreign liquors, as well as several bottles of distilled water. Which, as we know from previous exposition at this point, was very rare and not really sold widespread. Look at that deboned fish over there.
That
He
cat
got
fucking
super hungry.
annihilated.
Oh, the cat, yeah.
You know, Stone Wu is super hungry. What, he's fucking Gollum down here?
Yeah, I mean, he could be. You don't know he's not. On the table, there's a copper frog figurine, and next to it is a stack of account books. Froggy. Kirsten, the contents of this account book are different from the one in the study.
Double bookkeeping. Many unscrupulous merchants do this.
There's an additional customer list at the back of this account book. In Stonewoo's customer list. How come these names are on it?
Whose names do you know? Who are they?
Lo Pei and Lo Shiwen.
What?
Oh.
I remember Lo Pei and Lo Shiwen were both involved in the case you handled in Hunan. How did these two become clients of Stonewu, despite being so far away from Shanghai? That's really strange. We need to figure out first what exactly Wu's store is selling. Huh. What could he be selling them? Opium?
Maybe. He could. You remember? They did say that Lo Pei was buying his nephew expensive opium cessation drugs.
Oh, that. Oh, it could like that. What he somehow knows Brian's research, and Stoneway was been making the session drug.
Yeah, maybe Brian found out, or Stone found out that Brian had completed his research and killed him, and then stole his research and has been profiting from it in the underworld ever since. In the middle of the sealed liquor cabinet, there are various types of wine glasses placed. On the top and the bottom of the cabinet, there are some bottles of alcohol stored. How did we know going into this game that somehow it was all going to tie back to opium? And we were somehow right.
We felt it in our bones.
As for the specific type, I just don't recognize them. This is going to start a second opium war.
A third if we're lucky.
On the right side of the table, there are many bottles of cola water. One bottle is half covered with a lid, and there's still some unfinished soda left in it. There are alcohol lamps, flasks, condensers, and other instruments on the table. It looks like some kind of extraction experiment is being conducted. Underneath the table, there are some fish bones.
Kitty.
Cat. Oh.
Oh, such a cute kitty. So those fish bones were leftovers from his meal. Get over here, you robber.
He's been eating like a king in Stonewoo's basement ever since the murder.
He's living it up.
Maybe, Cousin. Could this be Mr. Ginger that Cece is looking for?
Orange clothes, white gloves. Big white eyes, pointed ears, long tail. Fits the description perfectly. Kitty, are you Mr. Ginger? Can I shake your paw? Seems Mr. Ginger doesn't like people.
Mr. Ginger seems to not be not intentionally avoiding people, but rather injured.
What?
The cat said, Huh?
Indeed, his mouth and paws seem to be frostbitten.
Oh, he smelled the fish and went into the dry ice container and got too cold. Yeah, paws, mouth, fish. Mr. Ginger must have gotten a frostbite in his paws and mouth while eating frozen fish.
It seems that Mr. Ginger's been kept in the cellar for the past few days, and he's starving. I don't think he's starving.
Yeah, I think he's eating good. It seems like there's something inside the fish's belly. Oh, he's smuggling
Oh my goodness!
through the fish?
That cat ate
It's a
opium!
wax. It's a wax paper package.
The cat's on opium.
That is some catnip.
Let's open it. Holy.
It's the cessation drugs. Yeah.
Well, because he probably figured, like, if he was openly selling opium cessation drugs in public, the gangs would probably just kill Stone Wu, right?
Yeah.
So it's either he's selling both the drug and the cure, or he's just trying to get the cure out there without being blood-eagled.
Well, not the gangs. I think it would be that, like, remember the important, like, Middle Eastern family that's, like, the opium sellers in China? They would strong-arm him if they knew what he was doing.
Probably. So let's check the
Hell,
fish
maybe that
boxes
is
again.
what happened. Maybe Singh is an operative of them. In fact, maybe Stone Wu didn't have anything to do with Brian's murder, and that the opium family framed him, or tried to frame him for it. And maybe he caught wind of it and left the country early.
I do feel like he left the country because he knew something bad was about to happen. Something in my bones.
And maybe he told Brian to leave too, and he didn't listen.
Yeah.
The first box is filled with half a box of dry ice, and the fish inside has been taken away. The second box contains a big black carp placed in dry ice. The third box is filled to the brim with small yellow croakers. But the cover is not tightly closed, and most dry ice on the surface has already evaporated.
Shall we cut open the fish and take a look?
No, it could cause frostbite, just like Mr. Ginger.
I have a
I
pair
mean,
of
I'm not
gloves in
putting
my
my
bag.
whole mitt. Yeah.
If we put them on, we should be fine.
I feel like we have a little more tact than a cat. The temperature is too low. You need to wear leather gloves.
I'm gonna ask Officer Lee for help. An hour later? Okay, we've gotten through all of them.
These yellow croakers were just a cover. Stone Wu is actually selling opium cessation drugs.
Selling opium cessation drugs is legal. Why do you do it secretly?
I heard Shen mention before that most of these drugs on the market are fake and substandard. So what Stone Wu is selling is definitely nothing good.
Oh, he's selling shitty cessation drugs. It's getting late. I must quickly return to the police station and explain the situation here. Let's be careful not to cause any trouble later on.
Maybe he was already doing this in college, and he knew Brian was on the verge of finding an actual drug, and that's why he killed him.
Maybe.
Kosin, Officer Wu must have got the results of the fingerprint examination by now. I will be a little disappointed if it was just Stone Wu, and we don't have anyone to, like, get in the current days.
Yeah.
In
I hope not to.
in present times. Because that would just be super disappointing to have nobody to confront, you know?
Yeah, it's not satisfying to just corner no one.
The dead guy did it. Okay, so what do we do now? Go home? Let's also go back to the police station and have a look.
Sure, we
Have a
should
look.
also bring this rescued gentleman back to Cece. This rescued
This
gentleman.
distinguished gentleman.
What happened? What happened?
What? You're saying that all the fingerprints on the magazine belong to Stone Wu? That's what we figured. I've compared them repeatedly, and they are indeed his fingerprints. This gun belongs to the victim. It's not surprising his fingerprints are on the magazine, is it? Is the, like, ass wipe his too?
Let me make sure it's working.
It does make sense, but I thought we would be able to find the murderer.
Don't be discouraged, Fu.
What if it
Our investigation has
was
made significant
Schmelvin?
progress. How do you figure?
I don't know. I feel like he's the only one who has a connection to Stonewu in this case that we know of.
Yeah, and we know he was nearby in the area.
For the moment, the evidence we have collected is roughly just these. In addition to that, Gosin and I have made some other preparation. Now it's time for the second trial.
All right, that's where we'll cut it off for tonight. I really like this dynamic. It's funny. I like the dude that just doesn't want to be there. We'll save it here.
Good judge, bad judge.
Good, we got some good info. Let's see.
I really like this case. This has been fun.
It's nice. I feel like I was kind of like last session we did. I felt like the steam kind of the wind got knocked out of our sails after such an important like put it together moment, and then just kind of I don't know. It felt like the energy dipped really hard downward.
Yeah, we put so much effort into the Mind Palace case and didn't really get anything from it.
It was
there
still
wasn't
good,
a breakthrough. It felt like we were building up to a breakthrough, but then it just didn't happen.
Let's see. Let's see who's streaming Ace Attorney. Can I throw this over to anyone? I'm not gonna throw it over to Naughty Lolly. Not gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's not. No, it's Naughty Lottie, not Lolly.
Okay. Jury's still out.
You know what they're doing?
Not guilty.
They're doing Bridge to Turnabout. I'll give him a chance. Throw him over.
He went over the bridge like this. Whoosh.
Oh, Godot's on.
Oh shit. Oh.
Hold on. I'll throw us over there. Stick around. Yeah, no, I'm liking this. I feel like I do like Murders on the Yangtze. I feel like the translation is definitely holding it back a bit in some ways, and I feel like a fully professional translation of it would make it like mwah, you know?
It really wouldn't be that hard. Just somebody like hell, I could do it. I could like their translation is good enough now that like you can tell what they're trying to say. It's just that a lot of the sentence structures are awkward and the phrasing is weird. So like anybody who knows anything about English could take this and turn it into something a lot smoother and well put together.
Yeah, which is honestly impressive in and of itself, of being able to in-house translate something enough that we can fully understand and follow the story.
Like, I don't know shit about Chinese, but I could like fix this up if I wanted to.
Yeah, because I feel like with like a good strong dialogue, this could be very effective, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's little things about
I really like this game.
I like how much effort was put into it. Like I like how some stuff is kind of hard to judge like what it wants, but I like how even failures are rewarded by unique dialogue. Like I objected to a certain statement with a certain piece of evidence, and it had a whole unique dialogue about like why that contradiction's wrong instead of just having a default. Like that takes a lot of passion. That's a lot of extra work you don't need to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I would describe.
I would put this game.
Oh, we have 5 seconds.
As far as the mystery. Oh. As far as the mystery games that I've played with you, I would put this game like beneath Trials, like just beneath Trials. It's like Greatest Attorney Chronicles is at the top. Then Cuthbert, then Edgeworth Investigations 2, then Trials, then this.
You'd put Cuthbert above Trials and Tribulations?
Yeah.
Really?
I really like Trials.